First stop to the next stop. Covering all your sports info. You step in and stand clear. Let's go. Don't stop. You got Super Dave, Coach Kirk, and Todd, the Magnificent.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip hop and sports live.
All right, y'all. Good afternoon. We are live. It is Super Dave along with Coach Kurt.
Yes.
Surge, the sports star.
What's happening?
Slick, the relic.
The living fossil.
Todd, the magnificent.
In the building.
G Money in the house.
What up?
Back at us right here. It's Tiny right next to me. All right. So, all right, y'all. Hopefully we got it right and we on it. We popping today. All right. Today I'm cutting out because I got an appointment with the Brooklyn Nets around 6 o'clock.
Always cut.
All right. Todd is my biggest supporter here on the show. I might say the 601. 601. So I might have to knock Todd out for 15 seconds. All right. So that's what I have to do.
I just writing on the show every week.
Get him. Behave yourself. All right. Let me shout out all the Pisces out there in Pisces land. All right. It's definitely going down this weekend. Party at occasions for all the Pisces. Shout out to all the Pisces. My pop's gonna turn 90 on Wednesday. And he might come through. And my nephew, he's celebrating his birthday also. Mike wife, Doritha, and JC wife also celebrating on Wednesday. Yesterday was Mousy birthday. Shout out to him. D Gores.
Showing up today.
All right. Shout out to Lester Harvell. It's his birthday. Shout out to my girl Keisha. She just landed her birthday. Also, right. The one and only Elegant Entertainment, D-Rock. Shout out to him. His birthday was the other day. There's a lot of Pisces. Shout out to you if you're Pisces. Pisces in the building.
I think me too.
There's a lot of Pisces out there. Life be life. So we got a lot to talk about. The NBA is strong. The NFL. We got free agency and everything going on. College basketball, March Madness is in the building. Coming up, that's going to be strong. Wicked. You know what? St. John's going to be a top seed. Is St. John's going to Final Four? Anybody?
No.
I'll take that.
A resounding no from everybody?
I'll take the Final Four.
I know you'll take it, but do you believe?
Game each, so you never know what gonna happen.
All right,
They in the right bracket, they can go far.
It depends on the bracket, yeah. But I still say no.
Yeah, it depends on who they play, because all they got to do is do the same thing they did last year and not shoot the ball well like they did against UConn, and they could go out in the first round.
Oops.
So,
Sure don't count.
I like them. I hope that they get to at least Elite 8, but Final Four, I think
You know what's the hardest game to play?
That first game.
Hello.
That first
You
game
got to get
against
over
the
that.
16th
You got to get
seed.
over that hump. You know what I mean? Because a lot of teams go out that first game.
Mhm.
A lot of teams do.
All right, G Money, who you got? No, what do you like? You don't like
Uh,
St. John's go
no.
first, second round?
I would be surprised if they go to the Final Four.
I think round of 32 and they done.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So anybody got a Final Four in their prediction? If we get that together next week?
See what the brackets is.
Yeah, I got to look at the
See,
bracket.
All right, so we'll have it next week.
For Houston, but
So that's everybody homework assignment because the brackets will be out this weekend, I
Right.
think.
Yeah, it should
After
be
the
Sunday.
Right.
Sunday.
So,
after
right.
Sunday.
So everybody come in with their Final Four and whatnot, and we go from there. All right. Other than that, y'all want to talk about the football, the trades, and everything, free agency.
lots of things happen.
The Dolphins released Tua,
They eating a lot of money, boy.
$99 million.
Yeah, they
It's good
eat
to
us
be
for
rich,
2
though.
years.
And then
Good to
sign-
be right.
and then sign
St. Willis.
Good to be able to write it
45
off.
guaranteed.
45. Wow.
Guaranteed.
Good to be able
How
to
many
write
years?
it off.
They signed him for 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
So I say, yo, take the 50 million and you do the buyout. Well, he can't lose.
If they don't do well, they might. They can just get rid of him after that because the rest ain't guaranteed.
All right. So, and what about the trades?
Football monopoly money.
Yeah.
Mike Evans went to the 49ers. So
Yeah, what's
we
the
should be
free
here for
agency?
Green after 5 o'clock.
That's a big help for them.
It definitely is.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
Wide receivers. And he's
So-
one of the top ones.
so
Even
if
though
I-
he's up there, but
If
he's
I
still a good
boasted
receiver.
that the Jets would be going someplace quicker than the 49ers, I want to recant that statement
Oh wow. You do?
because Mike Evans is the truth.
As long as he stay healthy,
Well, I
And
always
he
say
be the
this.
number one
That's if
receiver.
everybody stay healthy.
that's true.
If everybody get injured.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you like to see
That-
like the whole year people just don't get.
No, exactly. But unfortunately, these days in all sports,
Mhm.
even baseball,
Yeah.
all sports,
Mhm.
people get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we always say, medicine is better. To get the players are bigger and stronger.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But it seems like they get hurt more now than they did back in the old days.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or
So
I think it's more
it's more frequent.
but I feel like it's more publicized because of social media. I think before things happen and no one knew because no one's putting it out.
but guys play. They
That's
play.
Most of the guys they played, they didn't really get hurt.
They
They played. And even when they got hurt, they played.
Mhm.
It wasn't no
Guys be having
that sitting
broken
down,
fingers
yeah,
and
and stuff
still
like
play.
that. They played. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's a lot of moving around. That's the thing with free agents and stuff like that. It's a lot of moving around, and teams are making moves. But it's going to be interesting to see. Of course, our team, whoever's a Jet fan, we still need a quarterback.
Yep.
We don't know what we're going to do with that position. Everything else I like they doing. I like what they doing.
Did they
Well,
release Fields? Did they
No,
release him?
I don't think so.
I don't think they released them.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I did see something about
Well,
I
it.
they
thought I
Yeah, I
saw
think I did
something,
see
but
something
maybe
about
I don't
it.
know.
I
Because
haven't. I
I've
don't
been
know.
keeping up.
All right, let me do the shout outs right quick. Oh, happy birthday to Billy Turner. Shout out to you, girl. What's going on? Lonnie Wheeler. He said, good afternoon, fellas. And my
What's up? What's up?
former neighbor, Mike Williams, Reggie Johnson, and a few others tuning in. All right, shout out to everybody paying attention.
Yes.
Like us on Facebook and YouTube. All right, first stop to next stop. So, I'm sorry, fellas.
No,
Let's.
just don't do that again. But it's
It's gonna be 6:01. You're gonna get the smelling sauce. And Greg, I'm gonna take your money. Green, I'm gonna give you an apology, but Greg, I'm taking your money.
From what I was told, you're not making that game.
Shout out to Dale Princess. So he said they won the first round pick for Fields. I laugh out loud, but
they said that's what they
no,
want.
no,
Oh.
he's just making a joke.
I haven't heard anything about Fields. I really haven't. I don't know what's going on with that.
There's a good reason for that.
All right. But they're gonna need a backup.
Yeah.
That,
Right about that.
So
that meant I'm taking Kurt and Greg money. That's what I meant to say. All right. So anyway, yeah.
I'm gonna go get that bodyguard from Saturday night.
Oh.
What do you say? He said, I've been working out for years. Yeah, me, John. Just talking
Okay.
junk.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Kay. It's his birthday too. Christmas.
right.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
happy birthday. A lot of birthdays.
Yeah,
Simone
so
Harris' birthday.
Uh-huh.
Sent her and
Oh.
K's on the same.
Oh, yeah.
right. I'll tell you, there's a lot of Pisces. A lot of
Yeah,
Pisces.
we went up there.
Oh yeah, did.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice.
Yeah. We'll tell you about it.
It was decent. It was a dinner party, Well, then they had a room. So from what I was told, that up there was White Plains, like the area. So like certain areas, once it's the business area, and once it get late in the evening, ain't nothing much happening. They say cabs don't go up there. If you break down, you might be
Right.
spending the night in your car or something like that. But right,
After that,
it's not too much going on. So it's just we went to Kay's dinner party. And then like once the party started and looked like it was taking off, we're like, all right, we out. So, like all right,
What area? White Plains.
like exit 13 off the Hutch, exit 13B off the Hutch. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
yes, but it was cool. But Oh yeah, like I said, well, Kurt, if you're gonna put some spinach on it afterwards, he's gonna tell you some more. Get to the meat and potatoes of it. Anyway, back to football. So who's the big winner today so far? What do you think?
What's the name? I'm gonna throw
False
this out.
teams, I don't know.
Tua plans to sign a 1-year deal with the Falcons.
Yeah, they did say the Falcons are looking at him.
They ain't gotta pay him nothing.
I don't understand
No.
that. What they looking to try to? They don't trust what's the name?
Penix staying healthy.
He's not injury prone.
Well, maybe Tua will be the backup. How about that?
Well, it may be, but at least they got somebody.
They got somebody to back him
Yeah,
up.
to back him up
They
because
got
they,
rid
you
of
know,
Cousins.
right.
Where the cousins
Absolutely.
go?
Nowhere right now.
Rumor has he coming to the Jets.
No, rumor has
Mhm.
he going to. I thought he was going back to Minnesota.
They looking somewhere.
They
else.
looking at
No,
Kyler
they looking
Murray.
for-
Rumor has it he's getting a podcast.
They even mentioned what's the name that used to be.
No,
I
your
hope not.
Steelers
We
should
got
take
enough
them.
competition.
I don't
already.
want him.
You would take
I don't
Brady
want
over.
Kirk Cousins.
You would take Rodgers over
Yes.
him.
Yes. Because we probably gonna draft somebody again.
Yeah, you're gonna draft
we're probably
somebody, but
gonna
what are you gonna draft?
We're probably gonna draft another quarterback and a receiver. If they don't sign Stephon Diggs, and Diggs a free agent right now, right?
Yeah.
They released him, right?
And Alec and Alec Pierce is younger than both, and then Stephon. He's like, huh?
Pierce signed with the coach.
Oh, he signed already?
Yeah, with the coach.
Yeah, he signed back with
Well,
us.
somebody help me out with the New England move. So they released Stephon because of what? Like they was going after.
Didn't he choke out his cook?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they said she pressed charges against him.
Who? Cardi B?
No, his
No.
cook, his
Oh,
personal
the
chef,
cook. Oh, the
personal
cook.
chef,
The personal
Right.
chef.
personal chef.
Imagine Cardi B cooking.
He said, who Cardi B? He said, who Cardi B?
She pressed.
Yeah, she was frying
He's like,
eggs.
look, because
She
he
had a little
he
stutter
owe
on.
her he owe her 10 grand. How you don't pay her 10 grand?
Right, and you a millionaire.
I don't
But
get
that's
it.
why they released him.
It could be.
Maybe he's not a multi.
Well,
I think he gets more money next year, and it's not guaranteed, is it?
he's
Usually the
he's
first
32.
I think
And wasn't they
but
going?
He's still a
I-
capable receiver.
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
Well,
got
where
a
was
lot
he?
of-
Where was he in the
that
Super
plays a
Bowl?
part.
But you gotta
Where was he in the
understand they
Super Bowl?
don't
They was
like
shut down on
Patriots is not a team that like that outside noise.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for what I understand too, they said he fathered 5 kids this past year.
Whoa!
Yes.
Hold up!
Slave man.
Oh, wait a second. You said the Patriots not. Why didn't they release the owner then? Because he is that dude.
Because he's the owner.
Owner.
It's his money.
Oh, so y'all could be trying to give an answer to that.
I'm just
I wasn't
saying.
really looking
No,
for
I
that.
get it, but
I
he's the
wasn't really
owner.
looking for an answer.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, you
We-
making a joke.
We could go a step
Right.
further with that. You
Oh,
know
go
what I
ahead.
mean?
I'm gonna
But,
stay to 602. Go ahead.
I didn't know Pierce got signed.
But they just
Who?
not that
Yeah,
team.
he
They don't want. They don't want that.
Pierce. I didn't know you got signed. No.
All right.
He was early. That was
Alec
early.
Pierce.
That's his own team.
Oh, he signed with his own
That's
team.
right, that's
Him
what
and
I'm
Jones
saying.
is tight.
They
No,
didn't
they
let
was
him. They
right.
didn't let him go.
Yeah, they ain't let him go. Okay.
He's
Um,
supposedly a top
oh,
receiver in the
Yeah,
free agency.
exactly.
Yeah.
That tell you how the free agency going. 'Cause
It
he's
said 5
the
kids
top
this
receiver.
past year. They said he
26
fathered.
too.
I think
Yeah,
they
but he
put
ain't all
extra
that.
syrup on that. I mean,
I'm
but
talking-
anything's possible.
No, you were too. You desperate.
Right.
Jesus, man.
At
You
the same
took Michael
time,
Pittman.
we're gonna draft a receiver probably. in a-
Probably.
Maybe we're dropping passes because of that too.
Why
Or
didn't-
5
why
kids.
didn't Pick a quarterback last year.
We did. They
Will
was
Howard.
it
They
last-
did. They dropped
Yeah,
it.
they
Yeah,
give
the
him
guy
a
from
chance.
Ohio State. He never got on the field.
Yeah, they give him a chance.
I don't know.
I
Chance
understand.
got Rodgers is playing.
Yeah, but there was times they could have gave him a chance.
When?
When Rodgers got hurt, they brought in Rudolph. You know
Mason
what?
Rudolph.
You know what? You're right. When it was one of them games where we were supposed to win and we lost, and they had to play. They couldn't play no backups after that. I think it was the Cleveland game. We lost the Cleveland game,
Right.
so we was forced to play the Ravens and whatever other game was there.
Okay.
When those were supposed to be the resting game.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he never did get a chance.
Like the buy.
I told you.
Right.
I told you he sucked. That's why he ain't got
I
a
still want to
chance.
see him in the pro. I still
All
got to
right.
see him. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all like to move with the guy Crosby going to the Ravens?
That was a good move.
Yes, it
Good
was.
move by them, but they
And then
lost.
turned around and lost the
Lost-
center
Right,
and
and
the
the tight
He
end.
retired.
tight end.
Yeah, he retired.
No,
That
he
was-
didn't retire. He signed with somebody else. Tyler.
somebody
Linderbaum.
center retired. Did a Seattle center.
Yeah.
Seattle
it was.
center
Seattle
retired.
And
Yeah.
they lost
He's retired, and he's
He
young.
He got a
too.
They
ring,
lost
and
the
maybe he had
offensive
a.
line.
I think he's
They
like
lost
27.
a
Yeah, he's
defensive
young,
lineman,
too.
A linebacker and a running back.
Right.
Seattle.
Yeah, I was surprised when he's a young guy too. He just up and
Murphy
retired.
signed 3 years with somebody else.
So Geno Smith is a free agent.
I believe
That's
so.
what the Jets is talking about getting.
Why,
Why?
Craig? Why?
Really?
1 year, and they don't got to pay him, but 1.2 million, whatever.
What?
minimum
1.2
is.
So
million?
he's old.
Because
he's
he
owed
the
some money.
Raiders owe him.
Yeah, they owe him some money.
All them guys, all they get is 1.2, and that's
Yeah,
the
you get
reason
a
Kirk
minimum.
Cousins ain't
I'm-
been signed because he talking about he ain't taking that.
I'm not
He
trying
want
to
more.
save money for nobody, but I mean, you know.
Well,
'cause
do
they
he got
it.
guaranteed money left?
65
Yeah.
million.
Who, Cousins?
Gino?
No.
Gino got 66
No,
million.
Kurt.
Too.
So he got to take that. There's nothing he can do about that. They're not gonna
He
sign
don't
you
have
tomorrow.
to. He could just
Yeah, he
not
can stay
play.
home.
Right.
He can stay home.
He could stay home.
No
He doesn't
team,
have to take
business
anything.
wise, that would be a fool when you already make it, but you got guaranteed money coming to you. That was the same thing. If I'm correct with the Giants when they did Wilson.
He just waiting.
Wilson had that 30-something million he was
Right.
getting, so the Giants only had to give him
He
1.2.
just waiting
That's
for.
it.
Uh,
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't
he just
nobody
waiting
giving you
for-
no money.
You know what's so crazy?
Gino got 66 million guaranteed.
Oh,
It's crazy.
You know what's so
But
crazy?
they got to pay him,
No, that's what I'm saying.
not the Jets.
Not the Jets.
Yeah, the
right,
Raiders got to pay
right.
him.
It was
Right.
15 years ago when Seattle was playing New England, and they were saying that everybody thought the ball was going to Marshawn Lynch,
Right.
and Wilson could have audible, but he chose to throw the pass, which was an interception,
Right.
Right.
Let me,
and
let
he
me,
still made out. But that was the difference between them becoming a possible dynasty
Of course.
and you fumbling
Of course.
the pass.
Because
Now-
he could have, like you said, audible out that.
defense.
Yes.
I
But
remember.
look,
Yeah.
How many?
That was horrible.
I felt like it was yesterday because
Yeah, it was horrible.
everybody where I was a little hollering Marshawn Lynch, like we know
We
he's
know.
going through going in with the ball.
The play before, he ran the ball down to the 1 yard line.
Right.
The play
Right.
before, how you don't give it to him back? You throw a pass. Even Brady, if
15
you remember
years.
Brady's face on the bench, because he knew the game was over, and when they did the play, he couldn't believe that.
When they caught
And
that
he-
bobble
And
pass,
Sherman, what you call him?
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman's the same thing.
Right. He said,
He couldn't believe it either.
Right.
When the play happened, I was like, yo, you got to be kidding.
But
That play would have came in, I'd have been like, yo, we're not doing that.
Right.
You ready? You ready, beast mode?
That's what I was.
Beast mode on one.
That's
You
what
know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
gonna
We're not
ask.
doing that.
How many times you see the younger quarterbacks audible?
Was
Like,
that a
I've
fourth
seen
down play?
Ben audible.
That was a fourth down play. Or third?
No,
No.
that was like
First
second
and goal.
No,
Yeah.
that was second and third. Right. First. Play
I know
was-
he ran
the
it down.
first play,
every time.
no, first play. Beast Mode got stopped. It was like first and inches
No,
at the goal
no,
line.
he ran it more than that. He ran it down to that 1 yard line
No,
when they caught him.
I'm saying on first down at the goal line, he got stopped.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Right,
Okay.
and then the second play was a pass.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I. That's
Oh, okay.
look it up, sir.
No, I heard what you're saying, but I know he ran it down
No, he
there
did-
to that goal line that made it first.
What
I don't know what
happened
happened first. There.
Remember, they threw the pass. Right. Remember the pass bobbled off
Look.
my man's chest,
Yeah,
and he
I remember.
caught it.
Yeah,
Right. The next play you're talking about.
he ran it down to
Right.
the goal line.
And then that was first down.
Okay.
And then the next one they stopped him, and then he decided to not give it
all
to
right,
him
so
again.
Lonnie Wheeler
You know what
said
I'm
they
saying?
didn't want Beast Mode to be the MVP.
Yeah, we knew that because he
But
didn't.
it's- you trying to
I
win
told
the game.
Right, I agree.
no, but
That's what-
no, but it's the politics of it because if you remember the 2 weeks prior when they do the when they do the interviews and everything, y'all don't remember his
Yeah.
favorite speech? What he kept saying?
Nah,
Beast Mode.
what he said.
I'm only here because I don't want to get fined. Every time
Right,
they interviewed him,
right,
that's
right.
all he said.
Right. He never wanted
That's
to say
why they didn't
himself
want to
as
give him
good.
the MVP
Right.
because he wouldn't talk to the media.
Right.
Right. I remember that.
That's why.
Right. I
So-
remember
That's
that
what
too.
that's
I
what he
remember
said
that
every time.
I did
Right.
remember that.
So they stopped asking him questions.
So Russell made money. I mean, he made money throughout his career.
Yeah, but
15 years
What
later.
your man said, the Jet coach said, you play to win the game.
Yeah.
You don't play just to play it.
Right. Yeah. I can
Well-
care less who get that.
Exactly.
That
We
shows
win
you
it.
the politics of the game. That right there
Yeah,
shows you the
and
politics
you're
of the
willing
game.
to sacrifice.
That you exactly
You know what I'm saying?
because you
So-
don't want this man to get
so-
MVP.
To get the
You gotta be a
quote
fool.
right, Lonnie said, "I'm only here so I don't get fined."
Right,
It was
when he
something
just-
That's what I said.
So,
That's what I said.
So look, like I said, how many young quarterbacks you see audible out of plays? Like, if you
Young
pay
quarterbacks?
attention, yes.
Ain't too
Because
many
Russell
young
was kind of young then.
Ain't too many young quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he just went with
stick
what
to the
coach said
script,
to do.
right?
Like
Sometimes-
Peyton probably would have audible out.
Yeah.
Brady, maybe
Sometimes you
Ben.
gotta-
A seasoned guy. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to use common sense. Bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
gotta
you
use
can't
common
throw it
sense.
in. And I think they said somebody for Seattle made a false move or something like that, and he missed the play and whatnot, and he threw the ball.
Well,
right
if you
into
look at it, my man
the
jumped the
defense.
route. He
He jumped it.
anticipated it.
Yeah.
Right.
And you see them have a collision.
He
Mhm.
must have looked.
But
dead.
he's looking
he
at
must
the
have been
ball.
looking dead at him, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, I
Right.
see it. He going to him. Yeah.
Listen,
And cut.
I would have if you said that was second down, the first down they stopped them, they would have had to stop him 3 more downs. So I'd
Exactly.
have gave him the ball
He
every
would have got
down,
that ball
even
every
fourth
time.
down.
And I don't.
He would have got it every down.
And
You ain't gonna stop him from getting a yard
Right.
4 times.
And
So-
he didn't lose. He didn't lose yardage on that one. I think he gained a few inches on that one.
Yeah.
He didn't get pushed back.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. That was a
That was
like
the
you
dumb-
said, that
it was
super
dumb.
play. You willing to risk
It
a
was
Super
dumb.
Bowl
Yeah.
to so somebody else could get the accolades?
So the funny part about that is, so like the coach is gone, he went to Vegas, quarterback is gone, and there's a whole new regime over there. So
A lot of people left after that.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's nobody
Even the
from
same
that
play.
regime
Right.
is still there,
No.
so it's just different.
and because of that, that's one of the games. That's one of those games
And he got
where
a Super Bowl win.
right.
But
So he
but
doesn't care.
but did the owner make the call? You know, maybe he could have been connected to it because maybe they wasn't liking what Marshawn was saying. So that's an interesting thought. But like, if you had to do all over again, if you had to play it all over again,
Marshawn said he went into Pete
like you
Carroll's
said.
face and said, "Aha!"
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I believe he did it.
Right.
I believe he did it, fool.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
you know, we've been questioning these coaches for the last 10 years, man. Especially me. So, but that's one of those plays where you go back
Right,
and you say, yo, that was a dumb call.
Yeah.
I mean, if they make the touchdown, even if they make the touchdown, to me, it's still a dumb call. You just gave it to them.
So that basically is damn if you do.
My thing is this, and this is
He would've
and
made
this
it, though.
and this has happened before. Giving the boy he scored a touchdown, y'all can still vote him not to get the MVP.
yes,
Right.
They could have still voted him not to
Could've
get because it's
gave
up to the
Russell.
vote. Yeah,
Right. And they don't
coulda-
like him,
if you
so
really
he
want to
would've got
put
it.
if you really want to put the politics in the game, you could have voted him. He still didn't have to get the MVP.
Right.
But at least you win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Carroll's just trying to be cute.
Hey, stupid.
That's what I
And,
looked at it.
and the pass wasn't correct either. Like he threw the ball.
behind him.
Right.
right.
That's stupid. That was dumb.
Yeah.
That
Moving
was
on.
dumb.
Well, yeah. Well, they like I said, they got it this year. Yeah, they got it right this year. Let's go with that. And
So now there's the new thing going around.
it's like the replay, the New England Seattle game that just didn't happen for Seattle 15 years ago, but they got it right this time around.
Yeah, but they still jacked it up. Why was the quarterback in the Disney commercial should only been the running back?
True.
Like that
Politics.
was crazy
Oh.
to me too.
Well,
Like whoever won the
He didn't
Super-
get the MVP.
right. He didn't get the MVP. So why
they
is
was
it-
both up there on the Disney.
Yeah, but he didn't get the
Why?
MVP.
I
should-
agree with you.
he
I
shouldn't be
mean,
there.
I agree.
I
I
agree
thought
with
it
you.
was for the person who
gets the
won
MVP.
Right.
That's who usually does it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one time only. They was trying to just take the shine away from the brother. How about that? All right,
You're
we'll
gonna say
move
it
on.
again.
All right, only because you bringing it up.
It'll be another.
That's the only reason.
It'll be another game. You'll be
Because you
going
brought
So-
right.
So
Wait
the
about 5 minutes.
I'm gonna say the 603, man.
he ain't going to the game.
I don't know
So,
why he wasted his
you
time
know,
on
Who
that
they
game
playing?
anyway.
Who they
They
playing?
playing the
They playing
Grizzlies.
Memphis.
Oh,
Hey, where you going?
My man.
Listen, I'm trying
Nobody's
to
playing.
sign sneaker deals. All right, I'm trying to get something done. All right.
Sneaker deals.
Listen. By the way, so this is a funny story. You know, they asked me did I want to renew.
They don't sell poor kids no more.
No, I know, but I'll try to get the Skips contract.
Oh, okay,
All right.
okay.
So they asked me do I want to renew my agreement for next season. I'm like,
and you
uh,
said
no. I said, sure. You know what's your reason? I'm like, really?
You
It
tell
killed
you a
me.
Knick fan?
Yeah, all of the above, man.
They supposed
You
to-
won one game since I've been here. You won a game by accident against Denver because Jokic didn't play. And I'm like, really? I mean, I was really going to see the other
Go to
stars.
every game because I don't want them to win none of them. So you the good luck charm.
That's not what you were
Well,
saying at
sir.
first. Is it?
I understand.
That's not what you were saying at first.
Really?
And then you started siding with him.
All right, so let me shout
Am
out.
am I telling the truth, man?
Let me
If I
shout
remember
out my
correctly.
uncle Frankie
I want the
Wilson.
Nets to win this year.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
he started
That's
off.
him.
He started
I
off
want
not
them
wanting
all.
them.
right.
But
I
then they
never
started-
wanted them to
But
win.
then when
Right.
they started
Right.
winning,
Right.
then it looked like they might make it.
First, you said, "Oh, we might be closer to the 10th seed."
Right. When we got close, then it was like,
Right.
tide was turning. But then they just tanked after that. They wasn't playing Cam. They wasn't playing certain people.
I got
And I
it.
see
He wasn't playing bad teams.
I got a question for you, nephew.
Oh, hold up. I'm also going to go there to get the Mongo Busters down.
You gotta take him
I
down.
got to take all the posters down
yeah,
up in the stadium, and they don't have nothing really hanging from the Baptist. But I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna take the Mongo Busters down.
Y'all got
You know?
y'all was sitting here talking about tanking last year. You're sitting here talking about tanking this year.
Yeah.
And be sitting
This
there
is
talking
it.
about
Are
taking
we,
next
are,
year.
are we gonna talk? That's what I want to
It's
know.
done.
That's
This
my
is it.
question. Are we gonna sit here and talk about that next year
No,
too?
this is it.
Yo, soon as
For
they-
me,
Ty,
this is it.
As soon as they get that 12th pick, they gonna be
Exactly.
the same thing.
If we end up with the damn 8th pick again in this draft, yes, I'm going to be talking tanking because I think it's ridiculous. And our record is that bad, and we keep getting them damn bad picks. I don't understand that at all.
Y'all got to put some weight on the
Especially-
envelope.
And especially if Dallas gets the first pick again.
Let me say
That would be crazy.
let me say
That
this.
would be
They're supposed to switch. They're supposed to change the rules
Not
next
this
year.
year.
Next year,
Oh, next
Is it
right? So that
What you
tanking
mean?
might not work.
Oh,
right? I think.
You know what I'm saying? That
I
draft,
think it's
the
a
tanking
shame.
Might not work.
I
know
don't
what
think
rules
it's.
they
I don't
gonna
think
do.
it's
I think
working
it's a
anyway.
shame that
Even if you
people
play
should,
your best players,
or they
I don't
should
see that
forfeit
much
their
difference.
forfeit it. But people really gotta play. They try to raise the level of games
But
to be recognized for certain things.
it's not. Our
Yeah.
problem isn't that we tanking on purpose. We don't have the talent to win.
Like if they play
Coach
hard.
is absolutely right.
Like, they play
We don't
hard.
have. It's
They
not
do.
like Michael Porter's not playing. It's not like Clowney and Claxton ain't playing. Sharp ain't playing. These guys are playing. They just ain't good enough to win with what they got. They need a legitimate star to join with Porter for us to become legitimately a playoff team. Right now, we're not legitimately nothing but garbage.
Well, they got to
I don't
hold
care
on.
what
They got to
this guy
hold
next
on
to
to
me
their
thinks.
stars because they was even
Tell
talking
us
about
what's really on your
trading
mind,
for
sir.
that one time.
I would.
We don't
Why
have-
would you? You got to hold on to your stars.
We don't
Stop
have
trading
nobody
them.
that can shoot a consistent
Who
jump
we
ball
traded?
other than
Huh?
other than him.
Who did we trade?
That's it.
All right.
trade-
We need a
you-
second
We
man that can
traded
hit that
Jared
jumper.
Allen, but that's because we had Kyrie and KD coming in.
You just traded the guard this year too.
Talking
He's the
about
guy. He
Cam.
scored.
We let Cam
He
go.
scored points.
We let Cam go.
He
He
scored
scored
points. Have
Who
you
ya-
seen him playing for
Who your guy?
Milwaukee?
The first few
Huh?
games he
Who
did
your
all right
guy,
after
Cam?
that.
Cam, they let him
Exactly.
Yo, that's why I gotta go
You
there
know
and
why-
take down the
you know why he's not
sides.
playing?
I gotta
Because
take down the
when it comes to
Mongo
defense,
sides.
He's
He
still
can't
a
play
swinging
defense.
gate.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right.
They show all the highlights of guys going right by him scoring.
We
layups.
got lots of swinging gates in the league. Lots of them.
For sure.
They called Chris Paul
sure.
a pylon. What they call a traffic cone for years.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
Yes,
Chris Paul was like
Chris Paul is a legitimate Hall of Famer.
I'm
Cam
telling you.
Thomas ain't
I'm telling you
nowhere
what
near
they.
that.
I'm telling you what they was calling.
I don't care.
Which
He's
we-
not, he
it's
can
lots
still,
of
he
swinging
can
gates.
still do it on the
Bad
offensive,
It's a
and he
lots
can
of
still
swinging
do it on
gates
the offensive
There's
and
lots
better
of
than
swinging
Cam
gates.
Thomas.
in the league. All right, don't y'all got one on the Knicks?
Brunson.
Ooh. What's
Cat,
on your
Cat a swinging gate?
hold up? What's on your mind? Let me
Yeah.
let me
All right,
let
so that's two right there.
hold up.
Is Cam Thomas better than both of them?
Uh-oh.
He
No.
could be.
No,
No.
He
he
get some
can't. No, he
burn.
can't.
No.
No, he
He
can't.
could be.
Say
He
he
could
can
be.
pick
He could
No.
be just as good as Brunson. He
No.
get some burn.
No,
You're bugging, Mongo.
you are bugging.
He don't
Mongo.
get no burn.
Yeah.
All right,
You know,
let
why
me
he don't get no burn?
He was scoring points when he
There's other
first got
people
to
in front of him.
Milwaukee, and now
Other
he's
people
not
in front.
playing that much
I
now.
don't know what Doc Rivers.
all right, so for the
I know
umpteenth
Giannis is
time.
back, and that's it.
Well, they were trying to win, and then they had
And
like four.
Giannis, he scored 30-something points. Giannis was smiling,
Right.
and after that, he ain't smiled again.
That's
Oh,
it.
He ain't
Yeah.
had like one
He
smile
scored other
since
games.
then.
What are you talking about?
What other
Look
game? What other
up
game?
his stats.
Look his
this year.
stats.
I'm talking about
Exactly.
lately. The
Yo,
last few
Yo,
games.
don't get me started
You're not getting no
because
burn.
because I'm
There's a
11
reason
years,
why.
11 minutes, 10 minutes, 8
no,
minutes.
and why is he injured?
No. Dr.
Yeah, he's
Dre.
killing the team.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Ain't
All right.
playing
Stop it.
All
I
right,
can show
so-
you all the bets I made on Cam to get over 14 points. I ain't won not one of
Because he's
them.
not playing.
Because he don't play. Because he don't play defense.
Minutes.
Yo,
don't play
leave
defense.
Serge alone. He's disrupting the table. Don't get him upset. Don't get him upset.
All right, right quick. So it's going on
How you gonna
5
play me
o'clock.
and play D?
Matter of fact, let me do some shout outs first, and then we'll do the 5 o'clock, top of the hour, open up the phone lines. Shout out to my Uncle Frankie Alfred Wilson, Dr. Andrews, Albert Andrews. Shout out to Warren Elliott, Anthony Green, Eric R. Taylor, Victor Graham, John Magic Forbes,
What up,
the
Vic?
Magic Man, and
Magic
G
Man.
Bell. All right. So now we're in the first half hour of First Stop to the Next Stop. It's Super Dave with Coach Kurt,
He-
Serge the Sports Star,
Yes, yes.
Slick the Relic,
Living fossil.
Todd the Magnificent,
Yes, yes.
G Money in the building,
What's going on?
Tiny in the house along with us. All right, so phone lines is open. The number is 516-206-0711. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. What do you think about the NFL trading going on? What do you think about the NBA? You got any quick early Final Four predictions? We'll listen to that too. Again, 516-206-0711. First stop to next stop. Go ahead,
Sure you
Coach.
can.
we had not tryouts. Well, we did have tryouts for this AAU team last month for the spring season coming up, right? So a bunch of kids came in, different age groups. You get a bunch of kids, 50, 60, depending on what age you were. Anyway, so I get the last of the litter because I got a C group. So, they wanted me to coach a 6th grade team. So whatever's left over, that's what I'm getting. So I
Okay.
gotta make do with that. I got a 6-1 record. Okay. Granted, I'm getting some of the I got a 6th grade. Granted, I'm getting some of the 5th grade players to play with me, and it helps us out. Anyway, so they call me up. When they text me, says, "Yo, I'm gonna send this kid to you," and the way he says it, I'm gonna send this. Let me not say that. I'm gonna send this kid to you, little guard. Tell me what you think. I said, okay. So I'm at practice. Kid comes in, introduce myself to him. Blah blah. His mom is there and everything like that. So the first thing he asked me,
What?
Am I gonna start?
close to that. He
How
said,
much meal money can I get?
Is the NIL reach that low?
he started asking me about these major tournaments. Going to him. He said, "Yo, do y'all go to Made Hoops? Do y'all go here?"
Oh,
So I says,
he about to quit the team.
"You been to Made Hoops before?" He said, "Yeah, I went with this. He was playing with this other AAU program." He said, "But I didn't get that much money." So I'm looking like right as soon as he said that, I said, "I gotta see this kid play." This and that. So he get on the floor. I'm like, little guard can't handle it.
No.
All he want to do
Are
is
you
shoot.
whispering?
All he want to do is shoot. Right. He can't handle the ball, but all he want
He's
to do
scared
is
the
shoot.
mother's gonna come beat his ass. Oh, $1.
All right.
Monkey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why you tell me
So-
to listen
so
to
you
the
don't-
podcast?
he not a
every time
player?
I play my kid.
I got to leave 604 now to get Serge up after
I
that.
didn't get back to the guy that sent him to me, but he can probably play on this team because this team is not that good. Even
Right.
though we 6-1, they got us in like there's 3 6th grade levels.
Right.
And you in the bottom level.
I'm on the bottom level,
Mhm.
but I'm winning
Right.
in the bottom
Okay.
level.
Because you that coach.
That's besides the point.
Okay.
You know? But some of these
Somebody
kids,
knocked the dust off his shoulder.
no, it's because some of these kids,
Yeah.
whatever. But I'm doing the best that I can, whatever. And so another kid came. There's I hate to use stereotype. A Korean kid came, and he could have helped us because he's active. He's about maybe a little tall for his age, for 6th grader, but he's active. He moves around, he rebounds and stuff like that. This and that. We played against them last Saturday.
Mhm.
First half game, they was winning. So I said, okay, I got to change up something. So I started pressing them. They didn't have another guard that can handle the ball, so they turned it over. We beat them by 20. But this and that. So he's I'm shaking his hand. I said, yo, you should have stayed with us.
Oh, he played with you and then left?
He came to the practice, but he said his father sent the thing saying, yo, I'm sorry that he's gonna go back to his original team.
Okay.
And that's who we played against.
Okay.
But yeah, y'all beat him.
We beat him by 20.
Dad made a bad culture decision.
I don't understand how people be so blinded by their kids' ability when it comes to any sport.
Yeah,
like
you're
they're
right.
blinded.
Yeah.
Like your son is playing, but if your son is good,
Right.
then fine. But if they're not, like, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I think it's a part of we treat the game as practice still. Like we don't want them to sit.
Mm-hmm.
We want them to play. Right.
Right.
Because it's to us, even though they're in the game making mistakes,
You-
we still want them to play to get better in that actual game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because when I was at my kids' games,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I didn't want them to sit.
Right. Yeah. You
I just want them to play.
Well,
and if
that-
he
But
make
you
a
was
mistake,
making noise?
No, I watched them play.
Oh,
I
that's
wasn't
what,
one of
no,
those
but
guys.
that's
Like,
what I'm
"Oh,
saying.
man." I wasn't one
Don't
of
you
those
find
dudes.
that hard to believe he wasn't making noise?
right.
It's hard-
I know
Yeah,
because
but-
because I got
understand
to
that.
respect the fact that you know what I'm saying it's coaches and stuff. I don't know basketball like them coaches do. They play the game, so I got to sit back
When
and
my
watch.
kids play.
I've seen parents push coaches.
No,
We
they
all
do
see
that. I had to go
Push
through that
coaches.
when I coached with. I had a player. We went in a game, and he's coming up to me asking me, "Am I putting him back in the game?" And I'm in the middle of the game's going on, and I'm coaching.
Right,
Mhm.
And his father's at the game. I'm like, "Yo, go sit down."
right.
And then about 2 seconds later, he coming to me again. "Yo, you gonna put me back in the game?" I said, "Yo, you can leave now. You can go now.
Right,
You can
right,
go to your
right,
father and you
right,
can leave.
right.
Don't bother me while I'm coaching.
Yeah,
Right.
If I put you back in the game, I'll put you back in the game. But you
Right.
keep asking me.
Right.
No, you could go with your father and you got somewhere to go. Because you can go with your
Right.
father and you can leave now. Get out of here. You know, I'm like these kids, but you got parents like that. But see, I understand in a way because in those leagues you pay money. So what you got to understand is as a coach, you got to play everybody,
I do.
but you got to know when to play them.
Right.
Because in the crucial, if you're not
No,
good,
you're
not getting in the game.
No.
But I'll play you in the beginning and all of that.
Right.
But when the game wind down in the crucial, the best
Yeah.
players is going to be in that game.
Yeah.
All right, so
You
let me
know.
understand something. You had a good 2 minutes in you there, right?
But it's
Is it 6 o'clock yet?
You know what I mean? He gonna stay to 6:15 now.
He ain't gonna be like the door time.
Yeah, he ain't getting out. he ain't getting past you.
Hey,
He
You
can't
know.
leave. He can't leave till 8 o'clock.
You know.
Next to the door.
hey,
Second
hey,
half.
ain't nobody scared now. Y'all know that.
He ain't scared.
Y'all know that everybody got 25 to 30 seconds in them. So if I can
I told you I only got 15.
see but I gotta hit.
You got
I got.
1, 2,
one hit to
3,
quit him.
4,
I gotta
5,
hit the
6,
rest
7.
of them. I gotta hit the rest of them. Man.
You got 7 catch. You got to go for
Yeah.
25 seconds with.
Yeah. I like my chances. Shout out to Gene Jones who's watching. Yeah, I like my
And I'm
chances.
saving Mossy for last because I know he'll kill him.
Okay. All right, then
He gonna go Brownsville on you.
I'm gonna take a dirt nap.
But that is true though, because like you said, they all want their kid to play, and they all think their kid
Yeah,
should play.
But if your kid is not good, why are you spending money to put your kid in these things and expect them to play when they are not good? They're not good at all.
It's for self-esteem.
Well, part
No,
of that,
but then you can't have an
No,
attitude.
we want our
Okay,
kids.
but you
We want our
can't.
kids
That's so
to level
But-
up to who they playing.
Okay,
Right.
but you can't be
Level
as a
up to the
parent
competition.
acting
competition,
crazy
but if you
when
don't have
the
that,
game's
either
going.
you got
Yeah.
it in you, or
Well,
I ain't
right.
talking about talent wise,
Right.
Because there's some kids that got talent that don't have that push or that drive,
Right.
and there's a
Right.
lot of them. You know, 'cause you see a lot of them on the court. They got just as much talent as that next kid, but he don't have that drive.
Right.
So
Right.
that kid with the drive, I
The
take.
confidence.
Right.
They don't-
Yeah, I used to always say when we used to go to Brooklyn or Uptown, I said, give me 5 of them
Right.
because I know they're gonna play hard. They may not have as much talent as
Right.
y'all, but they're gonna play hard and they're gonna make the game hard.
so let me ask you a question there, Greg, just to flip it a little bit.
Mhm.
So like a professional team, that's your team. So they might be middle of the road, but you still rooting for them. But like, people see what they want to see. So like as far as fathers looking at their kids and they're like, oh, my kid hitting it, and he's not maybe saying he's overly good, but he's hoping to see something out of it. then that's part of the reason
But
why.
the other thing is too with fathers, like I feel
It ain't
I
just
see-
the fathers.
right, and it's the mothers, right? But
The
I
parents.
feel when guys that I know play ball and they were decent and they have kids, they are so hard on their kids,
Yeah.
but you're not. You got to practice with them. You got to show them things. You can't just have them go to a game and coach and practice, and
Absolutely.
you're not doing your part
Mhm.
to help them get better.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what it is.
But that's
Okay.
but you know
That's what it
happens?
is.
We get. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Okay.
Tiny
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to interject.
I have to, because as a parent, if I've got my son, and I'm paying $400 for my son to play on the team in the league. If my son is garbage, I expect him to be better at the end of the season.
Right.
You understand? Because he's going on a team in a professional setting, so he's learning how to play basketball in a professional way,
Okay.
even if he's not good. But if I'm paying $400 some odd dollars, the only way he's going to get good is to play. And if you're not playing him because he's not good,
Well,
he's not going to get better.
My thing is
I don't
this.
know,
With
but
this,
yo.
my thing is, well, I don't know. I don't coach AAU. Our tournaments was $400. They were like $15 and $20.
Somebody
Second of
owe
all-
Tiny some change.
Yeah, second of all, if you paying $400 for your son to be on the team, he better be good before you put him on that team.
Exactly.
You can't put him on that team and expect him to get good.
Okay.
If
On
you
that
can't do
note,
that.
I'm glad you said that. On that note, don't the teams have tryouts to see if they good enough to be on the team?
Yes.
Sure, they do.
But they're going to take the money and
Sure
say,
they
yo,
do.
you know what? We're going to take the money. He can go ahead and play.
They do.
And once they do that,
Well, let me
yo,
ask you
once
a
do
question.
that,
Let me ask you a
everything
question.
changes.
Let me ask you a question.
yeah,
You look at the NBA, right?
yeah. I look at this.
They got okay. Do everybody play that's on their team and they get paid millions of dollars? Do everybody play?
no. they
Okay
don't.
then.
But we,
Okay,
ain't, we
then.
ain't talking about the NBA.
And you can't.
We're
You're
not
not
talking about
any
the
team
NBA.
that you play on. There's always going to be some players that ain't gonna. You might get in a game if you get blowout, or you might your player, your son or whoever may get a play. But if he's not one of those guys, he's not going to play every game.
Hold
He's
on.
not going to play every
Hold
game.
on,
think that's a
hold
little-
on,
I
hold
think
on,
that's
hold
a
on,
little-
hold on. Go ahead, you on.
There you go.
Yeah, Tiny got a valid.
Happy birthday, bro. All right, go
Thank
ahead.
you very much.
Yes, sir.
Tiny, thank you, appreciate it. Tiny got a valid point, but and so with Kurt, like they're gonna take the money because they don't want to discriminate against the kid. Whether the kid is bad, the kid could be garbage.
Right.
But if the whole thing is just it's just like we're taught as being a coach, it's a self-esteem issue, it's a confidence builder
Right.
for them to get out there and do what they gotta do. In my own personal experience, Mungo, you can test it. With Delroy and them back in the days, I used to try to play softball. This is just my story.
All right.
I was trying to, I'm out there swinging the bat with the ball, whatever the case may be. I hit the ball. Dude rolled the ball to first base.
you was that slow.
I kid you not.
We used to do that back in
I remember those days. I remember that. I remember that.
Gave me the incentive
To
be
get better.
Yeah,
Right. I remember that.
It gave me the confidence instead of the better.
Right.
And that's my story.
Right. No, I remember that. We did that too playing. Roll you out. Yeah, we did that. Yes.
Whoa.
We did that to guys, roll them out. You know what I'm saying?
And I
They-
used to-
they
and I used to
wasn't
play
fat.
first
Yeah.
base.
That's
They was rolling to
disrespectful.
me.
All right, but
that slow.
let's keep it
Yeah.
keep it a
That's what
buck.
they mean, right. He was that
If
sorry,
you
bro.
paying
I mean, I've seen it done, but
But
it's usually some fat kid.
if you're paying a certain
I've
amount of
seen an
money
average kid get rolled out.
and you got 12 spots, that
What was
doesn't
he running backwards?
necessarily mean that you in the top 5,
But
even
this
though
is-
your parents dropped.
But like in
that
our
ball.
league, like I was telling you, being that people pay, like I said, it was only like $20, $25, but still, people pay their money.
Right.
You have to play everybody on your team.
Right.
As a coach, you got to be smart enough to know when to play them.
Right. Right.
That's my thing was I will mix them in the game in the
Right.
beginning,
Early part
and
of
but the
game,
fourth
right.
quarter when money time, if you're not one of those players, you're not going to play.
Don't talk to you.
Yeah, you're not going to play.
Don't
You know what I'm saying? But I will get you in the game, and in the practices, I will work with you.
Right.
But you got to show me. If you coach or you've been in the game long enough, you know who your team.
Right.
You know who's the good players on your team and who's not.
Yo, that
You know
parent's
what I
still
mean?
outside waiting on me. I'm
Hey,
getting out of
listen.
here. I'm getting out of here.
Listen.
I'm leaving on time.
Listen.
All right,
No.
go ahead.
There's certain things like what Todd's saying, like what Tiny's saying and everything. Like $400 is cheap. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Right
So
now.
that's-
Really?
Listen, that's before my time or after my time. I'm gonna say after my time
Really?
because we
No,
wasn't
it's-
paying no $400
in
in the tournaments that I played in.
In the AAU, they
Who's
paying,
paying that?
they paying $1,200 for the year.
If my son,
For the year.
if my
He
son,
got to be
ain't-
good for
my-
me to
if
do
my
that.
son ain't
He got to
nice,
be good.
Hold on.
or have potential to be nice,
Right. You're not doing
I'm
that.
not. He not playing in that.
That's outside.
Right, yeah, you got to buy your own stuff.
Right.
But they
Right.
giving you uniforms,
Right.
you're giving you hoodies and stuff
If
like
I'm
that.
paying that
Now,
money, he better be good
like
because I'm not paying my money for you to sit on no
who I
bench.
coach it with. Like, he got two teams. He got a third grade, he got a fifth grade team. The fifth grade team is a traveling team. So if you ain't good, it don't
You
make
don't-
sense for you to get on that team.
Exactly.
They gonna now, when they had the trials, there was a couple of kids he saw he wanted. He talked to the kid. He talked to the parents. The kid didn't want to play because he didn't want to deal with that. Like, I know I'm good, but I'm gonna stay local and I don't have to deal
Well,
with
he
that.
didn't want to
He
travel.
didn't want that.
He didn't
smoke.
want the competition.
Right. He didn't want that competition because we going to play.
And that's terrible.
Good thing.
It ain't gonna do good for him.
You're not gonna get no better.
Right. You because all they're gonna do is stay in Long Island and just play them local, local
Yeah.
things like that.
Right.
We going all over the city, going out the state.
So, all right, shout out to Scotty Scott. So, as a coach, and so you have the beginners, what is your suggestion for them to get better?
It ain't gonna be just practice. You can come to practice like we practice maybe twice a week. What you gonna do outside of that? Because we usually practice as a
And
team.
even here, when
So,
you finish.
I want you to don't give me the what's.
You just
what-
got to
what you gotta
continue
do
to
get
play.
better.
You got to
So that's
continue
right.
to play.
You gotta continue to play.
You got to
and work
continue
on
to
your
play.
game.
I've had kids who
That's a-
started like he did, came in like I was 6 or 7 years old,
Mhm.
and by the time they reached the seniors,
Right.
they were better.
They were better.
Just that when they were younger, they didn't really. Some of them
Right.
coming in don't even know the game. Their parents is basically using you as a babysitter
Right.
on Friday nights.
Yes.
They was using us as a
For
babysitter.
$480, you
no,
got that
I tell you,
right.
it wasn't. Our thing wasn't like that. It was only like
It's obscene
$20.
now.
But they were just using us as what time the games is this time, what time he gonna be finished. They go about. They don't even stay and watch the game. Go about their business and come back when the game's over
Yeah.
to pick up their kid. You know what I mean? So are you putting in any work with them, or you just leaving everything to us?
To us.
But we'll do the best we can. But we only play on. We was playing just on Friday nights. What are they doing during the week?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So it's just. But as they gradually got older and moved up the divisions, till they got to the seniors, some of them turned out to be pretty good.
If
A
they
lot of them
if they
played
still
high
up
school
the
and
game,
everything
they
like
gonna
that.
Continue to get better,
Yeah.
but you got to do stuff.
Because I even
outside.
watched my own kids. They started when they was young and they weren't that good in the
Mhm.
beginning, but by the time they got to the senior level, they was killing them.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm working with them because I played the game.
Right.
So but it's something, man. That parent thing, boy, coach with
Oh,
that
it's
parent,
tough.
man.
It's tough.
Oh my
I never
God.
forgot. I was playing over there at the Lamar Odom tournament,
Okay.
near where he lived at. So we fell behind in this team. Now, I already had a parent on it. I knew he didn't like me that much. He always said it like I didn't favor his son that much. His son could shoot, but he couldn't dribble. You know, he was like pretty much like a spot up shooter. You want to play for him, he catch, he shoot. Left-handed kid, could shoot
Mhm.
like his father, but he couldn't put it on the floor that well. So I remember playing against him before, and I says, "Yo, he's left-handed. Take his left hand away. He ain't gonna be no problem." And sure enough, that's what we did when we played against him. We took his left hand away. He didn't want to put it on the floor because he couldn't dribble it.
Right.
Anyway, all right. So now fast forward it. Now he's playing with us. So now we at this game, we losing. He's getting, he's playing. We losing. He's not really hitting. So I called a timeout. I took him and a couple other kids. I put some other kids in there and I pressed the rest of the game. We came back and won the game. That was a semifinal to get to the final, and we won the game. Father comes to me right after the game. Yo, I know you didn't like my son. I always knew. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, yo, we just won the game.
You over here trying to win the game, and
Right. And
giving
He's
you
worried
grief.
about
I
his
said
son
he worried
playing.
about his son.
Did you hit him with- you played
You didn't
him
run
with
no
the
plays for him. You didn't do this. And him and his wife, they both ganging on me, right? And I'm saying, like, are you serious?
Where was your assistant? Oh,
I
never
know I was
mind.
by myself that
Oh.
time, because Omar couldn't make the game, so I'm covering the game.
Go to the trunk.
Right, so he's yelling and yelling, so I just turn my back
Slow
on
it
him.
down here.
And now check this out. So now we get to the final. He's hitting everything. knocking threes all over the place. He got MVP. They ain't say a word to me.
Look at that.
They
Look
ain't
at
say a
that.
word to me.
I guess
Trophy was just as big as
I know what they was
Sorry.
on. I know they was on one of them phone calls with one of their friends. Like, yeah, I had to go get in on him, and he played him in the finals. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You was
Right.
hitting everything. So you hitting. I'm not taking you out. Yeah, you
Right,
hitting. You let
right.
you play. Yo, he must have had about like close to like 28, almost 30 points because he was hitting threes galore.
So I guess that initial conversation at the semifinals just maybe
Right, that's
made
what I'm saying.
made him wake up a little
No,
bit,
it made-
like
no, it
far as
made
the
him-
kid
It probably
getting
made him
involved,
think that he told
maybe more
Kirk,
so.
told Kirk what to do.
I
That's
still
probably what
would
it
have
made him think.
done it the same thing because
Right.
I mean,
I
well-
like the press. Omar don't like the press. You know, that's not his thing. And I understand everybody's got a different way of coaching.
Right.
You know, I like,
Pressure.
put pressure on the team.
Force the action.
Yeah, I do it, in a minute. And once we fell behind, I had to do it. So I put other kids in, and they were playing well, they rolling. So I'm sticking with that. Yo,
Right. You're supposed to stick
Take
with
us
the hot
home.
hand.
Yeah,
Right.
take us home.
So-
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you, when you had him on your team,
Right.
When he came over to your team, did you ever talk to him like a one-on-one to tell him what his problem was, what his weakness was
No.
as a coach?
No, I didn't. But he knew he had to work on his handle.
No. But as a coach, wouldn't you think that you would have to tell him, yo, look, the reason I stopped you before because you're not good on your left. I told him to stop your left, and it took you out the game. You didn't think about when he came to your team to talk to him like that as a coach?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. They were.
It's over with now, but
Right, yeah,
good question. Answer the question.
They all out of college and everything now.
Right.
But at that particular time, they played with OLA, right, which is over there by Left Rack over there.
Right.
We was St. Gabe's over, and we got 3 of their players to play with us in this tournament. We took the tournament, but they wasn't really my kids. So at the end of that tournament, they're going somewhere else. I wasn't really concerned about working with him.
Right.
Like we had our practice and we practiced as a team. We didn't really do too much individual training. These summer tournaments, you all over the place, this and that. But he knew he had to work on his handle. His hand was numbered. He got better once he got into high school and stuff like that. He got better, but
You just got to keep playing.
it's just the father.
Yeah.
The father had this high expectation for him. And even he had a younger son that played with us too. And the same thing, younger son could shoot, but he thought he was better than he was. And he
So why they keep putting his kids on your team if you say you don't like
They
them?
knew we was going to the big tournaments and stuff like that. And they kept playing with us,
That makes sense, though.
It just ain't easy being you, but you won, right?
It ain't just me.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's tough coaching.
I thought it
like
was.
like Team Tobias. They bringing these kids out of state for one game, and then they don't win the game.
And then they don't play them.
They
Yeah.
don't play them no more.
Well, that's that AAU. That's it's big.
ringers.
It's big business
They
now.
do it all the time.
Bring the
Wow.
ringers
They got
in.
the money to bring these kids in. We had one kid, 6th grade team. They brought this kid in from somewhere of Midwest. Kid was like 6'2", 6th grade.
Mhm.
Bringing him in, he could jump, but he was off. He wasn't that great offensively,
Right.
but he could get the rebound, put it back in. We beat them. You ain't see that kid no more the rest of the tournament. No more. He came in for one game,
Right.
sent them right back.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
But they do that every week.
Mhm.
Well, when we like just say we push it to the NBA and you have like two-way players like in the NBA, like say i.e. like let's focus on the Knicks and the Nets a little bit. So like the Knicks got what's that Pacquiao, the light skinned kid with the dreads.
With the dreads, yeah.
He hit like 11 points. He had like 3 threes against Denver. So like watching the Knicks was like a tale of two cities. Friday night, they went into Denver with the high atmosphere and everything, and they was shooting lights out. Soon as Murray went down, they really just beat
Opened
the
it
brakes
up.
off of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was coming off a high or whatever. Yesterday, y'all didn't play good. You just didn't play good at all. They was forcing the issues, forcing 3-point shots. What was you want to say?
They shouldn't even lose to the Lakers. LeBron wasn't playing. Like they look terrible. Like
yes,
it
They didn't-
doesn't make any sense. Like if the jumper ain't working, go to the basket or play other players. Like I know you gotta build confidence in people, but these dudes make money to sit on the bench. Yeah, Claxton might not play no deep, but he can shoot.
Yeah.
Like, get a guy a chance.
Well, he did play. He did play yesterday.
You know,
he played. Like,
so
Well,
what's
they
gonna
knew-
happen? What's gonna happen when
He
Deuce
played
come
because
back?
they knew they was losing. Deuce gonna get back his minutes.
Right.
Somebody's gonna lose minutes.
So
somebody
what
gonna lose minutes.
So
You know.
and I don't want to pick on Bridges, but he only show up 1 out of 6 games,
Mhm.
and like Sunday, I mean, just and then like looking at certain parts of the game, he was just in the game, and I couldn't understand why he was in the game.
Stephen A. say it all the time. We gave 5 first-round picks for this guy.
Four guarantees,
Yeah.
one whatever.
You know, Stephen A. talk about that every day.
Well, maybe
You
if
got
y'all-
that right.
Maybe if y'all knew how to pick,
You know,
Well,
y'all those picks would be all right for you.
I tell you what though. I tell you what.
Maybe if you just took them 5 picks and got a better player,
It's
you know,
gonna
like
be.
winners.
It's gonna be.
He only took 6 shots.
It's gonna
yesterday.
be some
Only took
movement
6.
Only
if the
took 6.
Knicks
At least he got enough
if the
sense to
Knicks
know
don't
he
get
ain't
to the championship this year,
Right.
that team will not stay the same. I don't think Bridges will be there, and I don't think Cat will be there.
That's a given.
Well,
I'm
you know,
telling you.
this,
You
this,
think so, right?
I think so.
this is supposed to.
I think Bridges will
Make
be
a lot
gone
of money,
too.
so
There's-
I-
there's-
that's a
there's-
hard move.
There's 2 teams in the East that feel that this is supposed to be their year. That's the Cavs and the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Cavs
But this is
Cavs
supposed to
year.
be their year. Cavs had the best record, right?
Last
And the
year.
Knicks
Last
was
last year.
yeah, and the Knicks was coming up.
Okay.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
want revenge. That's why Detroit want.
Right,
There's a
so
lot of
that-
people that want revenge.
Yeah,
right.
Matter of fact, everybody in that East, Boston want revenge
Right, but
because
Boston
they
didn't
beat
have
them.
their-
They all no, it ain't over yet for
No, but
Boston.
what-
It ain't
yeah,
over
what
yet.
I'm saying is,
But I'm
Boston
just
got
saying.
hurt.
Yeah, but I'm
it,
just
it was
no.
tailor made for the Knicks,
Right, but I'm right. I hear what you're saying, but
I'm
they got
sorry,
they got a what you call on their
Hold on one
back,
second.
Right.
a bullseye on their back.
Hold on. You said it was tailor made for who?
This season was tailor made for the Knicks. Boston got hurt. Detroit
Indiana
was
was
young.
hurt. Yeah.
Cleveland
Halliburton
got hurt. Halliburton got hurt.
Yeah.
So when you come into the season and Knicks look promising.
You
Yes,
still gotta
that's
play
true.
the games.
No, I understand that,
what
but
you're
I'm saying as far as media
Right.
is concerned and the crap,
But
the
they-
No, he's right.
They-
He's right. You're right.
So how do they look now?
they look
They
like
don't
they
look good
part
at
of
It
the
all.
don't
group.
look promising.
They don't look like they the standout team.
Look what they do, Dave.
Yeah.
They struggle, right? Then they always got to come from behind and play extra hard, get some turnovers, and then they win.
Yeah.
You can't do that every game. Your body's not gonna be able to take that. You got to have some easy wins. They don't give themselves easy wins at
Like
all.
that
All right,
Denver game.
just a second. That game, Denver.
The Denver game.
It was. I thought it was one of the better games that I saw. They
And like what I always tell y'all, you see how that ball was flowing in that Denver game,
yes.
and then when the games get tight, what happens?
But
What happens? Oh my God!
And
Every
look,
time
The rules are still
he figured only he can make a comeback, nobody else.
the
so
rules are still going to apply when you get into them tight games. If it gets to like 6 or 7 games, they're
I
gonna
know what you
they're
all
gonna
right.
double
So
team
look,
Brunson.
hold it.
Force
Can I
them
say
to-
one more thing?
Hold it.
Okay,
Let's go
okay.
one at a time.
No, I'm just gonna say the same thing you say about Detroit
Right.
with Cade.
Right.
That's the same thing they got to do with the Knicks.
Yeah.
If take Brunson's game
That's what I'm
away,
saying.
and it'll be the same thing.
Somebody else gotta
It'll
step
be the
up.
same
Somebody-
thing. Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
Cat that can step up. You supposed to.
All right.
That's
So
supposed to.
so
Yes, Cat's supposed to.
so
step
let me
up.
just ask a fair question to everybody. So Cade is 26. He's younger.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Brunson
Around
is
that age.
29. So does he
Still
have a
making
window
kids.
like 3 to 4 years?
They still
If-
got. They
if
still in their
Who
peak
do?
years.
Brunson 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
What left?
No.
In that window.
Right, that's
Yeah.
the peak years.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he's in
So-
his
Whatever
peak
he
right
got
now.
left for this contract after that,
Well,
Unless
no,
they-
he's
this is
looking-
the window.
he's looking at getting the bag. He's looking at signing a contract extension like 5 years for 480, something like that.
24. He's
I don't
even
know.
younger.
Okay.
Cade is 24. And all right, cool. Oh, I got it wrong.
What is Jalen looking at? 4 years what? 5 years what?
I'm asking y'all, what is
Oh.
it? Because he is 29. So, like, is his
The
window
way his window's gonna close in the next 2 years
3 to
because
4 years, maybe?
I don't even think he can make it that far because of the beating he takes.
Yeah.
He takes a beating offensively and defensively. He takes a beating. I give him the next 2 years for this window. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He leads
Well,
the
he
team
say,
taking charge.
but you gotta. He leads. He gets. That's why I said defensively he gets run over because he leads the taking charges, and even offensively the fighting he has to do to get his shot off.
Get a shot.
That's he's taking a beating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's so you figure 2 more years of that. After that, I don't know how much of his body gonna be able to take that. I think he'll start slowing
I
down.
wouldn't say. I say his footwork is phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
He could get his shot off.
But he takes a lot to get his.
You
He
got to
takes a
put
lot.
the work in. Look at Curry. Curry still move without the ball, and
Curry don't have the ball in his hands as much as he do. As much as he do.
Draymond is handling
Yeah,
the
as
ball
much
and
as he
setting them
do.
up. But I agree with what he said. Plus, what's going to happen? Do you give him that bag money? Because if you get that bag money, where's the rest of this money flowing around to? I mean, the Knicks got it, but you can't pay. And Cat's contract
It's
thing
coming
is
up.
coming off.
I think he got
everybody's hollering about, well, like Cat's gonna be the fall guy if they don't do this. And do you really believe that a good team would exist with Brunson and Giannis? Because it's really like 1-on-1. Like, all right, you're gonna take it one time, then Giannis is more like an ISO type of player too with the ball.
Yeah, but you got to understand something with him. And even with Brunson, that's going to relieve Brunson. Giannis could do what Giannis does.
Right.
Everybody know what Giannis does. And it relieved Brunson a lot. And then you still got the other players. You still got OG.
Right.
You still got Hard to do the thing. So it relieves because right now the way the team is built.
Wait. Just
right
a second. Just
Go ahead.
let me pause. You said Hart, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Does Hart plays great?
He does the
No,
dirty work.
he does a lot of the dirty work. What I don't like Hart to me changed his game. He don't look to shoot like he did before. He don't,
That's
and
the
I think
problem.
that hurts the team.
He does.
He doesn't look because a lot of times he has wide open shots, especially down the lane, and
He's the one
that
person
kick out
who
thing
they
is
giving
killing me.
shots to.
Yeah.
Dare you to beat
So-
him. Go ahead, take it.
You
So-
can't hesitate.
Is Cat playing better this year compared to last year, or
He's scoring more last year,
right?
but he's taking less shots this year.
Right.
And he's leading the league in double-double.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think recently his offensive input picked up
It's
a
been
little
good.
bit.
Yeah. I mean, Cat gives you what he gives you. And, you know, the thing people try to expect more from him, and you're not going to, it ain't no down low game. He doesn't have a down low game. You're not getting that
Yes.
from him.
Yeah.
What you see is what you
Yeah,
get.
what you gonna get from him?
Is what you see is what he doesn't have a down low
And when
game.
he goes to the basket, when he drives, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
His arms is
He do
flaring.
get hit.
He got
He do.
He
two.
don't get the
But
ball.
he
He gets hit a lot.
He
He
got
does.
2 left legs on 2 right feet.
There you go.
So, like,
That's what it looked like.
Right.
But yeah, he doesn't get the calls.
No, he doesn't.
does not get.
And he has no lift when he goes to
He
the
doesn't
basket.
have no lift.
No.
He doesn't have no lift.
If you ask me, they built the game around Brunson.
They did.
They do.
Built
They
the
did.
game around Brunson because every time somebody's in the middle about and they got the shot, what they do, they turn
Kick it
around,
out.
kick it back.
Right.
So that's why they should have never traded for Cat and just stay with
No,
Randall.
they could.
No.
They
Ran
couldn't
it
have won with having.
They
So-
still, you ain't give it a chance, bro.
Yes, they did.
How
They
about Hart?
had-
How about
He hurt. He
what's
was
the other
hurt.
dude?
He was hurt when they traded him.
2 years in a row he was hurt. So how, you gonna keep going that same route? 2 years in a row he was hurt coming down the stretch.
How many more games did they win when they got Cat? Before they had,
They got to
They
the
went
conference finals.
further.
but how many more
How many
games
games
did they
regular
win?
season? he
At
said?
least 4 more.
They only went to
Because you got
they only went to
conference
the conference finals because other teams was hurt. That's the only reason why they went.
finals. No,
If
they beat Boston.
Tatum got
They
hurt.
were up.
They was beating
3-1.
them. They was
were
beating
up
them.
3-1 when he got hurt.
Yeah.
We okay, but I'm just saying other teams was hurt.
What other team was hurt?
They shouldn't have beat. Didn't they
They
lose
lost to the
that?
Pacers.
They lost to the Pacers,
Okay.
right?
Right. they
Who was
lost to
hurt on the Pacers?
Nobody.
Nobody. Not when they
No,
lost.
They had
Nobody.
the full team.
Right, nobody was.
Nobody was hurt.
Wesley Halliburton got hurt in the finals.
Yeah.
In the 7th game.
Right.
And let's recap why they lost to the Pacers, because
He choked.
Rick Carlisle put the pressure on Brunson. They put a body on
7th
him,
game.
and then they kept running people. So
That's
That's the way
what we
Tim
talking
sorta
about with
got
Cade Cunningham.
out-coached.
That's
That's
the
what's
same
gonna
thing we
happen.
talking about.
That's what they're gonna
They're gonna have to
they're
do
gonna
that.
put bigger bodies. Detroit is gonna be physical with him. They're
Right.
gonna double team him, get the
Right.
ball out of his hand, and force guys like Hart to shoot
Right.
the ball.
Now what I'm
and
saying
he's
is
got to be shooting with confidence.
right. So now that's what I'm saying. So when them games come into the playoffs, them rules that applied last year, they're gonna apply them this year
Of course,
to the Knicks.
So you don't
The
think
Knicks are
Detroit
going to be
gonna
the
have a problem
hunted
this
this
year?
year.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
They weren't the hunted
Right.
last
But
year.
remember,
They will be the hunted
Like I
this
said,
year.
the two teams that expect to get there right now is Cleveland and the Knicks. They expect to get there.
Cleveland's not.
Detroit is a surprise.
Well, just a second. I
Don't
believe
count out Boston.
I believe.
Right. And
Don't count on Boston.
Don't count them in.
And
But
what-
I think it'll be the
Don't
final.
Actually holds up.
I believe those will be the
No,
final
that's
four
and look,
in
they-
the East.
What are they? A few games behind Detroit right now?
2.5.
Right. They can win the conference. They can win the
I believe that.
Behind Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
close.
2.5 behind.
Do they play each other again?
I don't know.
I
I gotta
don't
look
know.
it up.
But I believe that
That's what Surge's
the final four in the East will be Cleveland, Detroit,
I'm not looking.
the Knicks, and
And
Boston.
Should be
I'm done with looking
The
up.
final game, you said?
The final,
final
four.
four.
I'm not
in the
Googling. I ain't
East.
get my chain.
I think it's the.
It should be.
I ain't get
I
my
won't.
seat
I
or
won't
my
count
chain.
Boston out.
You can forget.
No, I
it.
wouldn't either.
I think it's the top four.
They're
I
gonna
don't
be
see.
tough.
I don't see no surprise.
They're gonna be tough because they got a bunch of shooters
It's gonna be the
around.
top.
So
four.
let me
You start and you got shooters all around.
so let me just bounce this off everybody here right quick. If the Knicks,
Knicks, Detroit,
like, of course,
Boston,
Brunson made that
Cleveland.
GM
I don't
move.
see-
But
Anybody else?
if
right,
they would
this
have
is a
got
surprise.
Claxton instead
Right,
of
right.
Bridges, do you think that would have been a formidable front
Say
line
it again.
Got Claxton who?
from the Nets?
Nick, you talking
yeah.
about Claxton from Cleveland?
The center.
I'm
Oh,
talking
you
about,
talking about Nick Claxton?
yeah, Nicholas Claxton. You were looking at just a second.
Instead of Bridges, they don't play the same position.
There you go. But look at the front line now. Look at the front line. There would have been Claxton, Towns,
Claxton don't
and
shoot
OG.
better than Bridges.
but it's not so much.
It's more of defense.
That's correct.
Right.
So do you think that would have been a better
Claxton.
front
Then
line?
what you gonna do with Robinson? Because Claxton and Robinson is like
Robinson
basically
is better
like
than
the same
Claxton
game. Yeah.
offense.
I don't think you have him
I'm
on
not
your
giving
team.
up the
Just-
offense.
Oh, just a second. Who shoots free throws better? And who?
That's a good
And Robinson's better than Claxton
Robinson
on
probably-
offense?
Is Robinson terrible?
His free throws is terrible.
Is
Clax probably
Robinson
shoot
better than
His free
Claxton
throws
on
are
offense?
terrible,
I think so.
but he fits.
I think
fits.
so.
You do?
I'm gonna tell
I
you
believe
something.
so.
You ain't been
Him,
watching
him
I'm
not.
watching it.
What he say?
He said that
he got a little
Robinson is
jumper
better
now,
than-
but he's
you
not.
say Robinson's better than Claxton
I think so.
Rob,
on offense?
Oh, not offense.
Well,
he's just a better player.
His role,
His role on that team is perfect, and the Knicks.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders.
The Knicks will miss him if he's not playing. Y'all will truly miss him if he's
That's
not
why
Well,
playing.
he's not playing tonight. And think about it. This guy can play every game. This guy can't play back to backs.
Did he
So-
play in the Laker game?
You talking about me?
Robinson, right? He
That-
played
that's
yesterday,
why
so he's not.
playing tonight. Yeah.
How does that work for you?
Well, that's what they do. I don't know.
See,
You know,
I
they
mean,
trying to
let me tell you
keep.
something.
They trying to keep
It's
these
hard-
guys for the playoffs.
It's hard to. It's
You know.
hard to.
So I just
It's
want
hard
to
gauge
and
it's hard to
respectfully
gauge a power forward or a center that just do alley oops all day.
got you, but
You know what I'm saying? They
respectfully,
barely shoot
Right.
jumpers.
well, when I'm saying, well, defense, like, well, you can't. He's more. I think he's more quicker than Robinson,
Hmm.
and
He's younger and slimmer. He's
right.
lighter.
So and then like that front line
No, they don't.
would be more formidable as opposed because they don't use Robinson and Towns together that much.
right.
So it's just a thought.
Well,
It's-
if you got another 5 picks, I'll give you Claxton. You want
they,
that bad?
they
I
just
don't-
might do
I
it.
just-
They just might
Well-
do it, sir.
Yo, we
You ain't
listen,
hear me say that.
Sir, they just might do it.
Right
I ain't
now.
say a word.
I'm just
Yo,
wondering,
Dolan
I mean,
said all he needs
I can
is
make a phone call to the GM.
What
Dolan
Dolan
said
said?
all he needs
Yo,
is
GM,
a
5
Jimi
picks.
Hendrix
He ain't
guitar
answering.
and a drum set.
He's not answering. You sit right next to him.
Yo, GM, 5 picks. What you say?
He's
Right.
sitting right next to him. He's not
No.
answering.
All he wants is a drum set and a new guitar.
Well, listen.
Who said that, him?
Dolan
Dolan.
for his band,
Oh.
All I'm saying is,
Well,
if,
and he'll give him up.
yeah, but y'all gotta actually do
If you
something
think-
with the picks.
right.
Don't worry about what we doing with the
I already
picks.
saw what y'all
Don't
did with the
worry
picks.
about what we doing with the picks. Just give
So
them up.
Look,
So
it's not us. It's
No.
the NBA.
Listen,
And,
ain't no
honest-
backseat. What about that?
So-
Hey, what's
So-
his name again?
but-
Doman? What is
No,
Wait.
but you know what?
Yeoman.
You
Yo-
keep
yo-
saying that, but the guys we pick actually could play.
Yeah, y'all have to say that.
No, they
No, they
can't.
can't.
it's time to talk
Nolan
about the
Traore-
Nets. Go ahead.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
see.
wait.
Nolan Traore might be a
Yeah.
better point guard.
Then Zoman.
Listen, no,
Yeah,
Damn.
I want to hear this now.
then Brunson.
Then Brunson.
As far as point guard,
Right.
because Nolan
Wait,
passes.
wasn't you just saying earlier, yo, they play hard. We just got sucky players. You said this
No.
earlier.
But yeah, they don't
I
have.
was off
They
screen.
don't have.
Did he
The,
say
no,
that?
no, they don't have.
They
They don't have NBA playoff talent because they don't have enough superstars. If you put a
One
legitimate
guy. We just need one
superstar
guy.
with Michael Porter and the rest of that cast that we got, we could be a problem for teams in the NBA because
And we
we
will
play
be.
hard
You play hard.
And
give
we
me
will
that.
be.
and we play defense. We not like most teams that don't play D. We play defense.
And we will be.
and them kids could play. You don't watch him enough, but Nolan Traore is going to be a player.
I do watch
You
it.
ain't watching them.
Powell is going to be a player. Powell, Drake Powell, he's going to be a player. Wolf is going to be a player.
That's the dude in Kansas.
And Denham is going to be a player.
Yo,
All right. So wait a second. So that's an interesting thing. Look at your 5 and let's see. Are
Very
they
promising.
keepers?
They ain't
Like,
keeping half them.
well, let him answer.
Very promising.
Like,
Saraf
yeah.
is the only one.
So that I wouldn't keep.
Right. And I didn't want
And the
Saraf.
rest of them you would keep.
Yeah, because they're young and they learning the game and they got talent. You can see they got talent. Danny Wolf, you could tell that kid could play. He just needs to bulk up a little bit more, but he could play. And Nolan Traore really shocked me. I think he's a legitimate star. I really do.
I had him second
don't-
on the depth chart.
They
when
don't.
we
They don't
first
have.
got him.
They don't. Talk
Behind
about
Cam,
him
right?
Because
No,
of
but
who he
on the
plays
rookie
for.
depth chart. The point guard depth chart.
But
I
if
had
you
him
give
behind
me
Young.
a Darren Peterson or a Boozer or DeBonster to go with Porter and the rest of that crew, we can make noise.
You gotta remember, we talking about 19.
I'll even take Wilson. We
We
can
got-
make noise, but it's all up to the NBA. The reason that because they
'Cause of the draft is
legitimately
garbage.
don't do the draft correctly.
Right.
They hide in the
fix me
closet
The fix me in.
and they
I
roll
feel
the
that way.
balls around and then they say, okay, who gave us $3 million this
Fix
week?
me in.
All right, yeah.
Who traded Luka Doncic away? Oh, so we got to
Right.
make Dallas get the first pick 2
Right.
years in a row.
Right.
If they
You
get
know how
that
I know?
first pick 2 years in a row, you know it's
Did y'all
fixed.
see the thing I sent out
Well,
with
well, well,
Vince
wait a
Sanity
sec-
said?
Yeah,
Well, wait a second.
Oh,
The-
right.
You
right.
see, yo, the
Well,
fix
Lynn
I-
said-
the Sanity, the Sanity,
All right,
right,
but
right.
just a
The
second.
fix me in, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
All
telling you.
right, so what y'all
Telling you.
need to do is tell your people to ante up and pay up that money so they can get a better pick.
Well, you gotta remember, we talking
Yeah, now
about
back to you.
19, 20-year-old players right now.
I don't.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see.
We gotta
I
get
see
him.
what
gotta
you're
get the
saying.
nucleus,
Thomas.
yes.
Give it to
Saraf
He's
is
sitting there.
Saraf the oldest
Wait a
guy.
minute, man. Come on, y'all can't have
Saraf
it
is the
both
oldest
ways,
guy,
man.
right?
You can't
Yeah,
have it
Saraf
both
is
ways.
24,
I don't want to hear
25.
that age. You can't have it both ways.
No,
He's sitting there talking about if we get this guy, this guy, this guy.
We
this
just
guy.
need one.
Wait a minute. They 19, 18, 19, 20.
We need
years
one
old.
legend,
So now
Coach.
it's the same thing. Yes, they talented. Don't get
We
me
need
wrong.
one legend, coach. That's
You ain't-
it.
you ain't
You
getting
got to
legend.
take. You got to take the blueprint and how OKC did it.
Right.
Keep getting these draft
We
choices to
need
get
one
these young
legend.
kids and let them play together. Let them come in
Right,
and
let 'em
Detroit
grow together.
and Detroit and let them grow together. That's the
And all you
blueprint.
need is that one shade
One
Yeah.
legend.
or the 1K
Yeah.
KD.
or
Ain't nobody
Yeah.
thought that Shea was going to be who he was when he was on the
no, they didn't.
No.
But it turned out
Nobody
to be
thought.
that.
Nobody thought that. That's
Well,
why.
that's why the
Clippers
luck of the
No, that's why the Clippers are
But-
stupid.
Yeah, they are.
But right now,
but they didn't. You know,
You
there's about
there's-
5 or 6
but the Clippers always
legitimate
been
NBA
stupid.
Right.
players. in
You
this
telling
draft
me,
that's
and I
coming
know
out,
I'm
and
talking to
maybe
you
more.
because I know you coach,
Right.
and you know you can't watch a kid play a game and say,
I'm
"Oh, that
sure
guy's
you-
gonna be."
that guy
You
is
can't
good.
tell.
Yeah,
You can't.
yeah.
I say I can tell. I can sit and watch a game and go, "Yeah, that guy gonna be a player."
Access.
Well,
You
they
gotta
You know what I'm saying?
You have a good eye
do that.
test.
All right,
Now,
well-
they had Kawhi. Let's get
Yeah.
Paul George, and then, you know,
Right, they
Well,
right.
hold
and,
up.
they,
So-
and you let him
So
slip out of your hand.
y'all say the Clippers was dumb. So
Very.
like,
They always
so
make double.
but so
right. They've
so
always
now. So now they got Garland. Do you think they could go any place with Garland? And they got Matherman from Indiana.
You talk about making getting to the championship this year?
Not the
the playoffs.
championship, but like, yeah, they gonna make the
going
play
far.
in. But how do they
far.
look?
Ain't played yet,
They-
has he?
Yes,
Mm.
he's playing.
Oh, he's playing now. I didn't even know that.
Yes, he
okay.
played a couple of games.
I didn't even
But he's
see
got
how
to
he
be
looked.
healthy.
He came up the bench in the beginning and he started.
I know.
They started him.
I mean,
So,
they,
and
they
then
might.
and then they play tonight. So
They
They
might.
traded
everybody-
their center too. I mean,
Yeah, I
to
don't even know what that
Boston.
was about.
no, he's not.
Indiana. Indiana.
all right, but
I don't know
Matherman
why.
went to,
I don't know why.
the
Yeah,
Clippers.
that was that trade about.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might win a series, but I don't see them doing anything.
Kawhi would have to
Anything,
go off and
yeah.
average like
I don't know.
35
I don't know if he got
games.
that in him. If he got much left in him, I really
Right.
don't.
He don't because he.
I think he ran out of gas since the All-Star game. I don't
Yeah,
think
he
got,
definitely.
I don't think he got much left.
He definitely ran out of gas after that
I don't
game.
think he got much left. I don't
And
know
I-
if he could carry
and
them through what
I
like
don't care what
you got to go
nobody.
through 3 series to
Yeah,
get to the
he can't
champ.
go.
I don't
I don't know
care.
if he could
Probably
do
won't
it.
hold up.
I don't care what nobody say. Once he ran out of gas, the All-Star game, you know, they said he was making a comeback, but then once he gassed out, it's sort of flatline.
When nobody
The-
else could
The
play.
game
I mean,
flatline
they
was
got a game full
the
of all-stars.
contributor stars didn't do nothing either. So
So-
it wasn't no A plus, A minus. It was a flat B or B minus if you ask me.
Worst All-Star weekend in NBA history. Wow.
Was this week? This past one?
Yeah.
Nah. You
Really?
look at last. You look at the previous year. It was.
I think the last
It was
one
trash.
before that was garbage.
Nah.
The worst.
I thought.
It was so bad. The ratings were so low that they already.
I think they felt that they was making a comeback.
I think some of the reasons of the ratings of this year is because of
Last year.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like I don't want to even watch this no more.
Yeah, I mean, they got to do something.
All right, you got some trivia, coach?
Yeah, I got a little.
All right,
trivia
let's get it.
before
Let's
Todd
go.
beat you up.
Right. I got $5 on me, and I'm gonna take your money. All right, let's go.
All right.
Dave Wilson, final answer. Go ahead.
Top 10 colleges. That
Who's gonna get beat up by Todd?
Dave Wilson, final answer.
There you go.
He
That's the final
said
answer.
final answer.
Exactly.
If
And that's the question.
Ain't that
listen,
crazy?
it don't matter. I'll be
Ain't that
counting.
crazy?
I'll be counting. Dave Wilson, final answer. 16 seconds. Pop, pop, body blow, body blow. 16 seconds. 16 seconds. Tom gonna be like, help,
Oh,
help,
God.
Sharon.
You think you're gonna make 16 seconds?
You think?
He gonna run.
I told him I only got 15.
Bam!
He gonna run.
Yeah.
Yo, Todd said he locked
he
the
got-
door.
All right.
You can't run but so far. The door's locked.
That's right.
20 seconds. 20
This
seconds.
is where this is where this is where Dave's height comes to advantage.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
All right.
Because now Todd is punching
All
down.
right.
It's even more harder.
Back to the old school.
Right.
Turn the lights.
Turn the lights out?
Yeah.
Like the old school, right? An elevator.
Turn the lights out.
See who's standing when the lights come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Corners.
That's right.
Push that button.
Yeah.
They sound like cheerleaders. All right, come on. Here we go. Let's go.
I
Let's
remember
go.
the elevator used to come to the first floor, the door open. They be like, "Oh, I'm not going in there."
I'm not getting
He was like, "I'm not going." The lights be dark. They be like, "Nah, I'm not going in there." They let
All
it
right,
go.
here we go. Let's go.
That was the setup.
Come on,
move.
let's go.
Yeah, but then you take the stairs and they waiting
All right.
for you on the stairs.
Here we
They
go.
turn the lights out so they can get you on the
They only
stairs.
going to take the bulb out the stand.
Here- Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
That's at least $5 also for you with the cursing. Right. Come on, let's go. Yes, you don't even know it. That's really bad.
He got the count.
Listen.
Yo,
You don't hear it.
y'all
Yeah.
crying. Y'all crying. Y'all crying.
You got
He got
like
the count. He got the
$8,
count.
You got like
He got the
$8.
count.
I don't even know what I said.
G Money
Yeah.
got the count.
Well,
I'm telling you, you're killing me.
look at the replay. Look at the replay. I didn't say that.
I'm gonna look
All right, look at the replay. I didn't say that.
All right. Top
Yeah.
10 colleges.
I'm crying. Y'all
that
guys
produce
are
the most
crazy.
NBA players.
North Carolina.
North
Kentucky.
Carolina is number. Got pen? Let me buy it.
We got Georgetown.
No.
Kentucky.
North Carolina is number 3, 102.
UCLA. UCLA.
UCLA is number 3.
Florida.
No. Top 2. No. Duke is number 4, 94.
Indiana.
Indiana is number 6.
Michigan
Georgetown.
State.
Ooh.
Michigan. No. Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan
Michigan.
State is not
It's
the
not
top
on
10.
it?
Not the top 10.
Oh wow.
Georgetown.
No.
St. John's.
No.
You said Michigan's on that list?
Michigan is number 8.
Oh
What
wow.
number you said North Carolina was?
North Carolina is number 3.
LSU.
No.
So it's two teams with more.
UC. You said UCLA already.
Oh,
Did I? Did you?
You
I said
number one?
UCLA.
Okay,
You
yeah.
did. We got number one already.
No.
Louisville.
No.
How many more we got?
You got 1, 2,
Who's number
3,
one if UCLA ain't number one?
5. 5 left.
Georgia Tech.
No.
Syracuse.
No.
Arizona.
Yes.
Mm.
Arizona's number 7. Most of these are the blue bloods.
I know y'all not saying what I said because y'all
Kentucky's
think you
number
heard
1.
me.
Well, somebody said Kentucky. Then you
Right,
said
that's what I'm
Kentucky.
saying. I've been saying it.
Yeah, I thought,
Kentucky.
yeah. Yeah, he said.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
He didn't hear himself curse. So what
That's why I
does
didn't
it
say it
matter?
again.
Exactly. I said I ain't gonna say it no more.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
3 times.
Sorry.
Hey. So anybody answer the first question? What goes first?
How many more we got
How many
left?
3 left.
And
don't tell me y'all said this already.
Florida.
No.
It's gotta
It
be.
doesn't matter. You ain't here it
What other
anyway.
ACC teams and SEC teams.
These are blue bloods.
Oh, you said UConn?
No. But UConn's not in the top 10.
Okay.
Arkansas.
Philly.
Who?
Philly.
Philly.
Auburn.
No.
Villanova.
Villanova was number 9.
That's what he meant by Philly. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Gee.
Well, he could have said Temple too.
Well, they got the big 5, which
Yeah.
could have been it, but I figured he meant
All
Philly.
right, 2 more.
Shout out to
Memphis.
my cousin Mike
No,
Griff.
Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods.
I said Louisville, and you said no, right?
Well, Louisville's not.
Not top 10.
Y'all should get this one. At least one of them.
Illinois.
No,
Ohio.
no. I thought Ohio State would be in there too, but no.
What conference? That's all I got.
Midwest. I'm trying to think. Of
Oklahoma.
I think they're in the same division. This team.
This is all time.
Apparently not. He ain't say yeah.
Oklahoma.
No. Big time blue blood. Big time.
Purdue.
No. Big time. And another one, I wouldn't say they're blue blood, but they've been successful.
Maryland.
No.
Yeah.
Gonzaga.
There you go.
Dang, I was gonna say Zags.
Yeah.
But he was trying. He
I
said,
wasn't
"What
sure
are
the Zags,
what are
but
they?
it seems like
They some type of
Zags don't
dogs,
seem
right?"
legendary.
Yeah.
It seems like
He
they
said
just showed up.
bulldog.
Yeah,
Those
those
dogs. They had that many
Gonzaga's
guys.
number 10.
So we
we got
missing
one
one
more.
more.
One more.
What conference they
number was
from?
What
I don't know
number
the
was
name.
it?
Big, number 5. They 5.
So they big blue.
They big. Yeah, they big
Right,
time
right.
blue blood teams.
Were they in the Final Four last year? No.
No, but they got a good team this year. They're in the top 10, I think, this year.
Indiana.
No.
No, he,
I
somebody
said that
it.
already.
So you said it, but Indiana's not in the top 10. I think they're in the top 10. I could be wrong. I'll give you a hint.
USC.
No, I'm gonna give him a hint.
Thanks,
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
because I'm brain dead.
One of the guys that you want is on this team.
Kansas, of course.
Yeah, how we forget Kansas? Yeah,
Kansas.
how we
I
forget
forgot about
Kansas?
Wow.
And I was saying Danny Manning and all these in my
Yeah.
in my
Next
head.
question. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Who's the bottom 10?
Yeah. Why'd you read them off in peck order?
Well, top 10 is good. That's good enough. Took us longer.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
Excuse me.
All right.
Okay, top 5 highest earning players that never been an all-star.
Top
NBA.
5.
Top
NBA.
5. They made the most money and has never been an all-star.
Yeah, this one's-
What's his name in Minnesota?
What's his name?
Mike Conley.
No.
And,
He had a big contract years ago.
is he still in the league?
Yeah, he is.
Back.
He's
went
made
back
good
to
money.
Minnesota.
Minnesota,
He's
I
made
believe.
good money in his career.
Yeah.
He's
I
made
think he's
good
back
money.
with Minnesota.
Yeah, he is.
5.
That never made an All-Star.
Never made an all-star team.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Deron Williams.
Who?
Deron
He was an
Williams.
all-star.
He was an all-star?
with Utah.
Yeah.
All right. Is
That's
it
why Nets
everybody's
went-
actively playing now, or are they?
All these guys are still playing,
They still.
except for one.
Wow.
I think all of them are still playing except for one. There's
Yeah.
5 of them, but everybody else is still playing.
They never made an all-star.
Never made an all-star game. Top money earning.
That's rough.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one.
I want to say
What's going just made the All-Star game for the
Lou
kids.
Williams.
No. Well, Lou ain't
Lou still playing? Oh, I
No,
thought
he
he
ain't
was-
playing, but I thought
You
he
You said one
Yeah,
wasn't playing.
He
You
played
said
around
one.
for a long time.
Yeah.
You said one
I'm
wasn't
trying to
playing.
think
One
of
is
guys
not-
who played
one-
a long
One
time.
is no longer playing.
Because if you're not an all-star, you
Oh, I
play
know
a lot of
one.
Money.
But Lou
Boogie
was
Cousins.
making big
He
money.
made the All-Star. I know one.
He made the All Star.
Harris.
Tobias Harris.
Yes.
Number 1.
Yes.
300 million so
Mm.
far. So
Yes.
far.
Is
I
he
know.
worth it? Shout out to
Is he the go-to guy
Mike
in the
Griff.
trade? If
He's
KD
not a
hurt?
go-to, but if he
If
get
KD
hurt,
get
yes,
hurt,
yes,
Can't get hurt.
yes.
He's a 12-point scorer. 16 to 12.
No, I think he's averaging more than that.
12 to 16. He can score 20. All right.
Okay. Another one. Guard been around a long time.
A guard.
This guard been around a long time. Everybody else is a forward, but this guard, this guy is a guard. He's been around a long time. Good guard. You know,
True Holiday.
no.
I don't think he was the Joker that used to play with the Pelicans in Portland. He played
CJ.
alongside who?
McCullough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I said. That's what I'm talking about.
McCollum?
Yes.
Good answer.
He was with the
Give that one
Pelicans
to
for-
Charles.
He
Yeah.
was in Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know. What,
$279 million.
Yeah.
He never made an
Everybody else is a
All-Star?
four. Huh?
Wow.
Never
No.
made an All-Star.
No.
What number was he on?
Oh,
He's two. He was two.
oh, somebody said Cedric Maxwell, Lamar Odom, Drazen Petrovic, Jamal Crawford, and Mike Bibby, and that was I think Mousie's friend.
You said the guy that's out of the league.
Monica.
One guy's out the league.
Oh, you ain't saying it.
I ain't saying it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I give you all a hint on
Cedric, he just named some. Cedric
No,
Maxwell.
no. She said active players.
that.
Oh.
These are the highest earners.
Earnest.
No, one of them
He
is
said the
inactive
highest
player.
earner.
But he,
And one of them is
One of them is
one of them is not
retired.
playing no ball, but
Right.
he's
One
still
is
one of the
retired.
but,
highest earners.
but, but everybody here was inactive. So he said one active.
But they wasn't the highest
They wasn't the
earners.
highest
You
Right,
got to
well,
listen
that-
to the question.
I heard the
Highest
question.
earners.
That I was only reading
One of
before
them
Okay.
is
they
a
was
former
saying
Knick.
Oh, so they've got to get this.
Right.
Tracy McGrady.
No. One of them is a former Knick who is no longer playing. He's
Tracy
the one that's
McGrady
not
made an
playing.
All-Star.
Top earner?
I'm reaching.
Top earner.
Charles Oakley.
Didn't Oakley
Well, they
make
top
that?
Yeah.
earners back
Tim
then.
Thomas.
They didn't make that much money back then.
Yeah, it got to be.
He's not been in the league a while. He had
Jeremy
Sprewell.
Lin.
had a couple of good big deals.
Jeremy Lin.
Sprewell.
He's not a top earner.
He
He's
was.
not
He signed a big
No,
contract.
he ain't make no $300 million. These guys was making like
Okay,
300
look.
million.
Sprewell?
No,
Sprewell was an
made it.
all-star.
We were, yeah,
That's
he
the
made an
point.
All-Star team.
Oh, he did make that.
Anthony Mason.
What, one time?
So it gotta be, you said these guys is current and they
One,
playing
the
now.
guy from the Knicks is
Is
no
not-
longer
Not current.
playing. Is not current. Matter of fact, I'll give you another hint. European player.
Chris
For the
Thomas.
Knicks?
Huh?
Oh,
Chris
Porzingis?
No. Nope.
He made a lot of money.
He did, but he's not that.
I think he went to it. Didn't he go to All-Star game?
He did.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
With
that
who?
either.
Pablo Prigioni.
Nope.
I'm reaching. Shout out to Sharon Rainey
Not that kind of.
watching.
You should know this guy too.
European.
Is it guard? You said forward.
Everybody else is a forward other than CJ.
Frank Ntilikina.
No.
He said he
I'm
said
killing.
If he
forward.
made
I'm
that
killing.
much money, oh my God.
I'm killing. I'm
What's
trying.
He said European
They just
guard.
getting
Yeah.
fleeced.
Gennaro Gattinati. Of course. Come on,
Okay.
man.
Oh, okay.
Because it had to be a lifeline.
Yeah, hide that answer.
If you hey, I'm
You still
turning
got
around.
two more that's
Yeah,
more.
turn
Two
around,
more that's
Dave.
still playing.
Porzingis went to one All-Star game.
I figured that. Okay, well, I'll give you this one hint.
I know you got
This
a lot of
guy's
money.
on the Spurs. Been in the league a while.
Harrison Barnes?
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. He's number 3.
I didn't know he made.
That's
that
the last
kind of
one.
Nah, he made a little bit of
He
money.
made good money.
That's it? That's the
No,
last
it's one more. It's one
One
more.
more? Yeah.
It's one more.
You got a million.
Who else, Dave? Who else,
No,
Dave?
look
You
at
can't
the
see the
screen.
spot inside of his head.
Okay, one more. And I'm surprised this guy made as much money as he has
Todd, you got
because he's
12
been a
seconds
role
left.
player his whole career. But he got a couple of big deals
And he
and he's still in the league.
way in the Eastern Conference or the West?
Where is he now? I just seen him recently too. I think he's
Oh, I know who.
Who?
I know who. The son Drummond.
No,
Oh,
that's not a bad deal.
good answer.
I think Drummond never made yours.
I'm not
He
sure.
was a big time beast.
I know he. Yeah. So he missed his big payday.
Yeah.
That's when they got
Yes.
rid of him.
Yes.
They didn't sign
They
him.
didn't sign him.
And he ain't
Who-
never.
Who was that with the Nets?
Drummond
Who
was
he
the
at? He was
Drummond
with
was
Philly.
Philly, and he had a chance. Right,
Philly.
Philly.
But where's he now?
He's with
Detroit.
Philly now.
He's with Philly now, but he was with them.
Oh,
Before,
right,
yeah,
right.
when he could have got
He
paid.
went to didn't he
Or
go to-
Detroit.
didn't
I
he
think
go
he's
to
on
the Nets?
Detroit.
Detroit.
He was named
Detroit.
to the All-Star game twice.
Okay, matter of fact,
Drummond?
this guy is
Wow.
French. This guy's French.
He's French.
That should make it easier.
French Montana.
Victor Wembanyama.
No, not yet.
Who he
Not
played
yet.
for?
Huh?
He
Right,
made
he
all
has
the
some-
games anyway.
he's
He
on the
already
East
made
Coast,
all
he
the
don't make
games,
it,
so it
right?
don't matter.
I believe he
He's
might
a
be
French kid.
He was on the Clippers.
Yeah, I go back to Nita Cleaner.
He was on
Whatever
the
his
Clippers.
name
So I don't know
is.
if he's. I don't know where he's
He
at, but I
fit
know
all
I
the
saw him
categories
recently.
except money.
Right.
French guy, still in the league.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The tall guy.
Oh,
He
Chet?
played with everybody.
Oh, Minnesota.
He can shoot. He can shoot the 3-pointers.
No, he
What
made
is
it
it?
All-Star game.
What? Oh my God, I can't remember his damn name now. Ball head guy. He can shoot the 3-pointers. He don't play like 8 teams or something like that.
He used to play with the Clippers.
Yeah, he played with the Clippers.
played
He
with
played
the
with
Hornets.
everybody.
Gregory Mungo.
Come on,
No,
man.
he played with the Hornets.
stupid.
Mongo don't got a bald head. Or do he?
He do got more.
And Mongo made one All-Star
And-
team when he was
yo,
5 years
And
old.
he can't
and-
dribble.
He's
All he
with the
can do is
Clippers right now.
rebound.
Yeah,
And he with the Clippers
Batum.
right now.
Nicholas Batum.
Batum. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
that
Batum.
that name for nothing.
Uh,
Batum,
He's
right.
made some money.
oh, so you remember what teams he played for? He played for
Everybody.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, the
He played-
Clippers.
He played with a lot.
Played
of
with everybody.
Clippers.
He played with the Knicks for 3 minutes.
No,
3 minutes.
no.
And then he was gone. You just didn't see it because it was only 3 minutes.
All right. Well, it's 6
He got a
o'clock,
couple
man.
of big deals. Yo, John.
It's 6 o'clock. Todd, you want to meet me?
That's your problem.
Okay, here we go.
You want to meet me? Greg, you want to take the seat or anybody want to take it?
NBA team.
I'm going to say goodbye to everybody.
Yo, Dow, sit in the seat, bro.
No. Well, Tiny could get.
Tiny can count.
Tiny,
Come
Tiny,
on,
take.
man.
Okay,
You
NBA
got to
team
be active here,
that
sir.
never had an MVP.
See, come on. I'm going to see y'all later. Peace.
NBA
All right,
teams
Jordan.
that never had an
An
MVP.
NBA
Never had an
for the year.
MVP.
For the year.
The
NBA
Atlanta
MVP.
Hawks.
No.
They had an MVP.
How many are there?
Oh,
First
okay.
of all, how many
I
are there?
forgot.
Toronto.
You talk about in all-time history.
All-time.
Bob
How many
Pettit
are there
probably
so
had
far?
Toronto.
Toronto is one.
How many are there?
There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Memphis.
Go ahead, say it. You know the answer.
Watch your back. Watch your back.
Say the answer.
Memphis.
The Nets.
Yo,
There you
stop
go.
The Nets.
Yo, get out of here.
Of
yo.
course. If it's a negative category, it's the Nets is always
Memphis.
one.
Memphis.
Memphis, yeah.
Why you pointing to Todd? Stealing. yo.
What?
Stop
You ain't
looking
saying
stop
nothing.
looking over my shoulder.
You ain't saying that. You got to have a big enough mouth. You talk like a
Oh.
Nancy. You talk like a little
Memphis.
Nancy.
The Nets.
How many more?
She says,
1, 2.
How about the Clippers?
Clippers is one.
Indiana
Really?
Pacers.
wow, I wouldn't have thought
Pacers
the
is another
Clippers
one.
with my man.
Never had an MVP.
The Pacers never had an
No.
MVP.
No.
When Reggie was coming up, Jordan
Yeah.
was and Elijah one was taking
Reggie
all
beat
of
Oh, okay.
Reggie never-
Because if that's what you're thinking about,
Yeah,
Jordan and
yeah.
Elijah one was taking those and Karl Malone.
Huh?
How many more teams is it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sacramento.
No.
Phoenix Suns.
You just gonna name everything.
No, they had Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley.
Just gonna name everything.
Sacramento had an MVP?
I'm looking on here, but they don't. They didn't. They're not on.
Maybe
the
Why,
before they
Mongo?
was the
Just wanna
Kings.
name
Probably
everybody.
so.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
When
I'll
they
bet
was
them
in
on.
another city.
Was
Atlanta Hawks.
Was Oscar Robinson?
I was about to say that
was the
too.
king.
More than likely.
Because I don't think Dominique won it. Atlanta Hawks.
I said the
Said
Hawks
that
first things
They had
first.
Bob
Oh.
Pettit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
okay,
I
okay.
figured. That's when I thought about. I said,
Yeah.
he's
Right.
he talk about all time.
Right, way back.
Didn't have a
all the years they've been
Right.
in the league.
Right now, 3 is
Right.
here.
MVP
Right.
in the
And
league.
they are
Charlotte.
two, and he's number
Right, Charlotte Hornets definitely.
Yeah.
Miami.
Number one,
No,
son.
You got to think of
I
that.
see.
one. All right.
What? Who they-
Detroit.
Oh, they had Shaq.
Wade,
Shaq.
Detroit
LeBron.
didn't have
No.
Oh, that's right.
Detroit.
Isaiah was number one.
No, Detroit.
Detroit never had an MVP.
Wow.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
No.
Who they had?
LeBron.
LeBron.
Right.
Oh, I forgot.
That's why I didn't name the Miami Heat. I'm like, that he might have been there too. Yeah,
How many
Wade
more?
and LeBron.
2 left. And you said who? You said Charlotte.
Yeah,
You can go either way because the Pelicans was
Charlotte was
beforehand.
What about-
They were New
Oh, before
New
they-
Orleans.
Oh,
right.
okay, okay.
What about
New
Washington?
Orleans Hornets.
Oh, that
The
just
Wizards.
says right there. Utah Jazz.
No,
Why?
Karl Malone was
Malone
there.
was MVP.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, Washington.
Who?
The Bullets?
Yeah, the Bullets.
Bullets.
West Silver.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah,
though?
West
He
Side.
did it. He came
And
in
MVP.
Jordan. Them, he might not have got
Same
it,
year.
Yeah, he
Right.
got one. I
but he
remember
did get one. Yeah, he got it. They
And
gave
then
it to
Jordan
him.
beat him in the
There's one
championship.
left.
Right.
One left.
I said, dang, who did I just say?
It didn't matter.
East,
Wizards.
east
I
or
said
the west?
Wizards.
No.
East or
Wizards
west?
is Washington.
It's Washington. West Sunso.
What's
Oh, okay.
East or west division?
East. East.
The Knicks had Ewing?
Who?
Ewing.
Willis Reed was MVP.
Oh, one was okay. So Ewing never won one?
No.
MVP?
No.
Okay.
That's a tough one now.
Yeah, in the East.
Got to be one of those expansion teams. Did we name all the expansion teams?
Nope.
Yeah, see? Think about
The
it.
Grizzlies?
Nope.
I said Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto, he said it.
I
Right.
said that.
Is that the only expansion team?
I'll just give it to you because
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
What?
ahead,
We gonna
please.
move on.
What?
Magic.
Hold on,
Orlando.
Shaq wasn't MVP when he was there.
No.
I was gonna say the Magic, but I thought Shaq
Yeah,
was MVP.
yeah. You
And when
was
I said
gonna.
it, when
He
I said
was.
it, when I said it, you told me Shaq and Dwayne Wade and
No, that's Miami Heat. That's what I said. You was because I brought up Miami.
Okay, I'm gonna
Good.
switch to the NFL.
I still think you messed it up.
All right?
I was gonna say
Listen,
Orlando. but I
Two
thought
questions
Shaq-
in the
I
NFL.
thought Shaq won it.
Three NFL teams have never had the number one pick.
3 NFL teams.
Didn't you ask this question before?
Have
Sound-
never
Well,
had.
then you should have all the answers, dude.
I thought he asked this question before.
Have never had the number one pick.
Mm,
3 of them.
Patriots.
They had one.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Bledsoe was number one pick.
The Dallas Cowboys.
the Colts.
Pittsburgh.
No.
They had a number
The
one pick.
Dolphins, Miami.
Huh?
The Dolphins.
One of them was the number 1 pick.
Oh.
Who you said?
No, he had said Pittsburgh.
Oh.
I said no.
Redskins.
No.
Dallas.
There's one in that division though.
He said Dallas already.
The Eagles.
There you go.
That's one.
That's one.
Oh wow.
Thanks, Todd.
Giants.
They
Nope.
said
He
there's
said one in that division, you
The
idiot.
Jets.
See that?
Keyshawn Johnson was.
Yes, he was.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. I
The
forgive you 'cause
49ers.
you're a Steelers fan.
Nope.
Chargers.
Nope.
Denver Broncos.
There you go.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Huh?
Yes.
Elway was the number 1 pick. They gave it to the. Hold up. Elway was the number 1 pick.
No.
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 So hold
he
up. The
was.
coach picked him and then traded him to
Yes.
the Broncos.
Yes, they did.
You gotta look it up. This
Look
coach.
it up.
No,
Coach
He
be
that's
shaky.
the
did.
truth.
That's
Coach
what
be
he did.
shaky
No,
sometimes.
that's
The coach did.
The coach picked him.
Because I was gonna say the Broncos.
and he said,
You always say that. Say who you gonna say.
"Just say it, son."
Yo, this is a public service announcement. I ain't Dave. That's it.
That's it.
And
I'm just letting you know. I'm not Dave.
and
All right.
All right.
We ain't gonna get
Yeah.
to the last one.
I'm 6 feet taller than him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. John
What?
Elway was the first pick
Hold on.
for the Colts.
Yo,
Right.
stop the presses.
yeah, not Denver.
Right.
Not
And then they
Denver.
traded
Oh, but
him.
then he got
I said-
traded.
Right, he didn't
I said
want it.
stop the
They never
presses.
had their own number one
Right.
pick.
They didn't.
Uh,
right.
I said stop the presses,
Okay.
man.
The other
We
team-
got a demand. I'm sorry. We got a
Okay.
demand. Somebody said, let the cute chocolate drop be on the camera.
Oh, that's
Here we
that dude
go.
over there.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. The
Is
cute
that him typing this?
chocolate
I don't know.
drop.
I don't know because when Ink call here, the Dawson brothers right here.
Yo, the cute
Yo,
The
chocolate
Dawson
drop.
brothers on the left
I
of
see
me.
Nothing.
the name now.
Yeah.
Nothing
Who's
was
Monica,
said.
man?
Nothing
Yeah.
was said until he sat down in that seat. Nothing was said until he sat down in that seat. So
Wow.
y'all know who they talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all know who they talking
I
about.
don't know. The Dawson brother to the left of me.
The other team was the Ravens.
Yo,
Yo,
G,
say,
I'm be
oh,
quiet,
okay,
G.
okay.
I got you in trouble last week.
I got a good question.
All right.
All right, this is a good one here.
Thank you.
In the NFC,
Who's the 13?
the Ravens.
He said the Ravens.
Oh,
Okay. In the NFC, every team has been to the conference finals in the last 30 years, except for this one team.
the Nets.
He said NFC
No.
East.
Oh.
You said
I mean, he said
He still
NFC.
said
Cowboys.
that.
It's a negative
Right,
the
question.
Cowboys.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, we should have known that too.
Yeah.
It's got to be somebody that somebody in here likes. 'Cause Coach
He
be at
on
home.
it. It's on him for a while.
Yeah, he won right.
I got
I
it.
don't
Think
dislike
about
the
What-
Cowboys.
What teams can I dog
He
that somebody like?
What he's supposed to do is he's supposed to get a question and say, Greg, you should know this one.
No,
I
why would
got-
I do that?
Who
He
never-
want to answer this.
Who
He
never-
doing.
Who never won anything in the NBA? The
The
Nets.
Nets.
Serge,
I got
Serge, you should know this one.
I
Yeah,
got
you should know this.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah, that could knock that.
It's not no what's going question. It's just a topic we could talk about. How do y'all feel about Jason Tatum coming back this year and playing? Because a lot of people was up in the air about everybody had opinions saying they brought Jason Tatum coming back playing with the
Yeah.
Celtics.
Because he had
He should wait.
You felt he should wait?
He should wait.
Why? Why you felt that?
He's not going to do any. The team has a particular momentum going on right now.
Right.
and him coming back would disturb that.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
You think so?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Either.
No.
I think it's more of the injury more than anything. So I don't
Why?
know.
What is about the injury?
Go,
Right,
no, I'm
but
saying
if he's all right with it, why,
right. If he
why
feels
not?
right, if he
Right.
feels he can go,
But he's been sitting out for so long, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
but
you
Yeah,
gotta come back
but-
eventually.
it's before the playoffs.
But I look at it this way, and I hear because you're not the only person that think that and said that. But you got to understand, he's coming back. He's not coming back in that same position that he left in. As he's watching the team, he know who's playing, who's the team. Right now, he's not claiming that it's his team. He's just got to fit in.
But is he going to be able to play up to the level he was playing prior to him being injured? That's the thing.
I think he's gonna work.
The 2 games he played in,
20?
the 2 games he played in, he played very well.
Yeah.
These last 2
well.
games,
Yeah.
they got 19 more games.
My thing is,
And the system is still the same. It's not like it's
Right.
a whole new
They didn't
system.
change.
It's
They
not-
didn't change.
it's not going to hurt them as a team because now you got somebody else who's coming off the bench or even starting who wasn't there all year who could
Right.
contribute,
Right.
which you didn't have before.
Right.
So that's why when we was talking about before about the teams in the East,
Right.
I said don't count the Celtics out because if anything, they got stronger
Right.
with him coming back. You know, because now in the playoffs, Brown gonna need help. You're not going in this playoffs, and they snuck in. When I say snuck in, nobody was expecting them to be as good as they thought they was gonna fall to the bottom.
Right.
I don't even think people thought they was gonna make the playoffs.
Right.
Not only did he keep them, you know, they was in
Afloat.
second place, kept them afloat. They've been playing well together. Now he coming back. You adding another piece.
And
That's why I
Detroit-
say just what they got nothing to lose.
And Detroit's been faltering,
Yeah,
so
they got nothing to
look,
lose.
the division could be theirs.
Yeah, it would be something if they come and win the
If he
division.
does get hurt, like he re-injures that injury,
That's not gonna happen.
then everything comes back to
Let
Let me,
Nancy.
let me, let me, and this is my argument with that too, because I had that injury,
Mhm.
and that leg that now that he got operated on is stronger than the other
Supposed to be
leg.
stronger.
It is stronger. Ain't no supposed to be.
Right.
I had my surgery 34 years ago,
Okay.
and to this day, that leg, my ankle, is stronger than my other leg.
Right.
To this day.
Okay.
So if he gets injured, I doubt. I'm not saying he can get injured,
Right.
but I don't think it'll be that leg again.
Right.
It will be something else.
Right. He won't
It
get
won't be that.
re-injured
No,
in
not
that
on
spot.
because that tendon is made stronger now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it just might now, and that's what they're saying. Why risk injury? And my question is, anybody could get injured on any given day.
Right.
So you know, my thing is, I'm paying this man $60 million.
Mhm.
If he could come back and play, and I'm paying you $60 million for the year for you to sit down.
And if he
And
starts,
if you help the doctors, you got to understand he was playing 5-on-5 for a month.
Right.
It ain't like he just came in and started playing again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And been going through the rehab and doing the exercise and everything. I think they'd be better. You
and
know
if-
what I
and
mean?
if he starts,
He don't.
if he starts
Some
playing,
of that fruity
the
candy.
more he starts playing, the more he plays and gets better, the more minutes he's gonna get,
Mhm.
and he might wind up
Yeah.
getting his spot.
Oh, he'll get his
Well, he
groove.
started he started yesterday.
Yeah, okay, okay.
He
He'll-
started
The
both
first game he
games.
came
Well, he's not
back, he
playing. He's
started.
not playing a lot of minutes, right?
No, he's not.
He
No
played
restriction.
Right.
No
Okay.
restrictions. He played 27 minutes. I know the first game. I don't know when he played the second game.
Right.
But as he
So
works
slowly,
himself,
slowly he's gonna get back to 30.
he got like you said 19 20 games to get
Right.
himself acclimated back into the
Right.
system,
And
and that'll be right before to the playoffs.
right, right.
I think they'd be dangerous.
And
with
the
it.
other
They
thing,
They all gonna be dangerous.
and then the other thing is he traveled with the team. He worked
Yeah.
out with the team.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that have injuries, they be ghost.
Right.
No one
Right.
knows what they're doing.
Right.
Right. He's still going, and he has a love for playing basketball.
Right.
Okay, I didn't know all that.
And
I
they've
didn't
been
know
there
Right.
before.
Mm.
You know what I
They've
mean?
been there. They was defending champs at one time.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
So I don't see nothing wrong with it. I just felt like
If they was out of it and
that's
didn't have a
different.
chance and they
Right.
wasn't going to make the playoffs, I would sit them out.
Yeah, you said it.
But if they like right in the thick of
They in
things,
the thick.
so why
Okay,
not?
okay.
You know,
They
that's
second
just my
seed right
opinion.
now. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they second seed.
yeah,
So that means and they very close to Detroit right now.
yeah.
They
So-
can get it.
They don't. Boston does not play
Yeah, two
Detroit.
games
no more.
with the
Hmm.
27 minutes of each game. So they can say what they want about they not restricting.
Right,
But
right.
They
I
restricted.
still think they restrict.
Yeah, they are, and they
No,
only
no.
They're gonna tell us
if-
anything.
Yeah.
If he's
The
30
27
minutes,
minutes is not.
it's restricted. That's not
Right,
his
that's
normal
not-
minutes.
That's
Right.
half a game.
Yeah, that's not his normal minutes.
That's you can do that right now.
Yeah,
Right? No,
Yeah.
of course you could do
Yeah,
it.
you can do
They'll-
that.
it'll get
Playing
amped
well,
up later
they don't
on.
need him to-
Right.
Right,
They'll amp him up so when they get
Right.
to the playoffs, he'll be at 35, 40 minutes.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But right now, they don't need him to play but 27.
Right.
They doing. He's doing all right so far.
Yeah,
This
the East is going to be
This is the
interesting.
time,
East
like you
gonna be
said,
interesting.
Detroit. They lost yesterday 4 in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the time of the year where you want to go into the playoffs on a high note. You don't want to go in there losing streaks. You want to have the momentum going into the playoffs. That's what everybody's going to try. And then you got positions that's easy, like that first place position ain't solidified yet. You got teams that's still going for that first, second. So
Right.
it's gonna be fighting going down the wire.
But like
You know.
I was saying, based on last year, this is Cleveland and Knicks' expected year.
Yes, it is.
So next year, if Detroit is a surprise. Next year is going to be their expected year if they get bumped this
Well,
year.
Detroit
You understand
took
what I'm
a
saying?
step last year because they won 40-something games.
Right,
But
but
the previous year before, I think they won what 20
Right.
something.
right.
Yeah, they was
now this
garbage.
year, right? So now if they get bumped this year,
They're gonna be expected
they
to do
expected
something
to win
next year.
They
Yeah.
expected it.
Not
Everybody
unless they,
have
not
that,
unless they improve that offense on that team.
Well, then the coach is going to get in the question. They're going to start
They ain't
questioning.
getting rid of the coach.
No, I'm saying if another year of failure,
I don't
they start
feel
questioning
I don't
the
feel
coach.
he should have got fired from Cleveland when he did last year. They made him the
They
scapegoat.
made a mistake.
And the coach of Detroit. He was on Cleveland when they lost because Whatchcom didn't come through. He ran out of gas
Yeah.
because Whatchcom was hurt, and
Talking about Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell ran out of gas
Right, he did.
because he didn't have no help because Whatchcom
Garland
was
was
hurt.
hurt.
Garland was hurt,
right?
and he ran out of gas, so they blamed it
Mitchell
on the
hasn't
coach.
Played good, and he hasn't gotten the team
You're
out
the
of the
luckiest
playoffs.
guy in the world. Was, what's his name?
Harden?
The coach that was at Detroit before.
Oh,
Getting paid.
Oh, because
Monty
he's
Williams.
on.
Monty
Monty
Williams.
Williams. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, but he's getting 2 contracts.
Yes.
He's getting for
Right.
Phoenix
He's
too.
getting Phoenix.
Right.
He's
Right.
getting $80 million to sit home.
That's right.
$80 million to sit home
We just
because he's
talked
getting
about-
paid by 2 teams.
I have a question. Who y'all think is the front runner for MVP in
That's
the
tough.
NBA? Who are the people?
Cade
who
is
do-
one.
Cade is one.
Okay, he's definitely.
They still gonna put Shea
Brown.
in the mix.
That's
Shea,
You don't
And
think
Young-
Brunson? I
and
mean, not Brunson.
Jokic is still in it.
Jason.
Did he play enough
Joker?
games?
Brown.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Brown is in it.
Brown is
Brown is
yeah,
in it.
Brown.
Brown is
Jaylen
in it.
Brown's another one too.
Yeah, I don't know if the game thing. I don't know about Jokic if he missed all the enough
Yeah,
games.
because it was a 65.
65, you got to play.
can't miss no more.
Yeah,
You got, yeah, right.
yeah,
He's got to play every game.
yeah.
And I don't know, did Murray come back yet? Because I know
No,
he got
Wemby's
he's
back.
questionable.
Okay.
Who?
Murray. He questionable when
Oh.
he stepped back on.
Because they need
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely got to have him.
Yeah, but Gordon came back, but he's still trying to ramp.
Yeah, he's going to be rusty. He missed a lot of games.
Mhm.
He's going to be
He
rusty.
sprained his ankle or something.
He's been out most of the year.
Who's that?
Gordon, what do you got? Murray?
Murray twisted his
Murray
ankle.
twisted
Yeah.
Murray twisted his ankle.
Yeah, Gordon just came back from a hamstring.
Mhm.
Them hamstrings keep you out for a long time, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to come back from them things.
Yep.
You know.
Right.
But I look at what's it called him, and he looked like he be laboring now too, man, because there's so much on his shoulders. Yeah,
They
he
asking
be
so
laboring
much of him,
too
man,
much,
to do
too
everything.
much.
And
Yeah,
he's already high usage rate anyway.
Right.
Right. Everything goes
Uh-huh.
through him.
He produces though. He puts it down.
oh,
though.
his talents is.
he don't
is
miss them
incredible.
shots, he
No,
just-
his talent's incredible. But I've seen him lately miss more shots than I ever seen him before.
Yeah.
He's starting to miss, and I think it's from fatigue myself.
Would you say because I heard this on the radio, I'm gonna ask y'all, if the Spurs have a good run, not win it, but have a good run this year, would you say Wemby will be the best player in the league
This year or next year?
next year?
He's gonna be possibly one of the best. You could say. You can see him getting better and better every time I watch him play.
Yeah.
He's
He's such a wild card because
listen.
he can shoot.
When you got a 7'4" guy who could take step back threes,
They got to always watch him on the
yeah, he could take. He could block your shot from anywhere.
Right.
This guy takes step back threes. He puts the ball on the floor
Yeah.
and takes step back threes. He's 7'4".
You're not
That's
defending-
retarded.
Like a skyhook.
Yeah, that's retarded. Who
You're not
does that?
defending that.
How you got a guy
But he did
7'4" that
the
can do
euro,
that?
He did the reverse dunk.
Yeah, it's like
Right. I seen the they
He's
showed a
incredible.
Quick clip.
He's
They
incredible.
showed a quick clip of Brooke Lopez trying to block his shot.
Trying to block
Mm.
his shot.
Brooke like 7 foot himself.
Yeah.
Brooke is 7-footer. I'm like, wow.
This guy
She's
could
over
put the
Brooke.
ball on the floor and do some
Yeah,
things,
he's
man. He's a tough guard.
Yeah,
And like you
yeah.
said, when
And
you
he can
on,
dribble, like
when
you
the other
said.
team is on, when Spurs are on defense, the other team got to always, like you said, watch where he's at.
Right,
You got to know where
right.
he's at.
A lot of times I laugh because people think they in the lane, they got a shot. They look, nah, take it back out. They pass it because they don't want to get their shot. It's crazy, man.
But I'm gonna tell you, that kid Sengun yesterday was taking it too.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Who can play?
No, that guy,
He
I like
was
him.
not backing down.
No, he don't back down.
He was trying to take him into
Yeah.
the hole
Right.
just to try to shoot over.
He don't back down. He don't back down. He's a player. I like
so
him.
many games, what we talked about last week, guys get in the middle of the lane and then throw it out to the 3-point line.
Yeah.
You like them
Yeah,
right
you
in
right
the
there.
middle.
They be right
They
there.
right there. And like, why
That has
don't y'all
frustrated me
I
for
was
the last
watching-
10 years.
I was watching the girls' game. I think that was
Like
the
easy 2 points
the
right
Duke the Duke game,
Right.
or was it the South Carolina game? It was one of those games. But they were saying how they teach the kids now on a fast break. Whoever got the ball go in the middle,
Right.
you know how the wing used to fill the lane.
Right.
Now they go to they
Right.
go to
They
the
spread out.
they
run
go to the wing,
baseline. Yeah.
the corner to get to shoot the
corners,
three
right.
instead of going filling the lane, going to the back.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Don't
and
go
they
to the
said
basket.
the announcer said that on the TV,
Right.
and I'm going, I didn't learn basketball like that.
No.
Right.
Whoever got the ball in the middle,
Right
you
to the
you go to the wing, the 3-man
Right.
weave, and you fill the lane to get the
fill the
pass
lane.
for the layup. No, they run to the corners to take the
The way
three.
you get to that
Yeah, that's-
free throw line, you
yeah.
start cutting towards the
Yes.
basket.
Right.
Now they teach them to go to the corners to
Right.
shoot that three.
Yeah.
I said, yo, what kind of basketball is that?
This is what they teaching in my thing.
I don't understand that.
Yeah,
but
when
that
you
would
watch
drive
the
me
NBA,
crazy,
that's
bro.
what's going
Yeah.
on.
That will
They
drive
trying
me.
to do
Yeah.
NBA
This is what
offense.
they teaching them, and I'll be like, why y'all do that? You know,
Right.
they said, well, this is what we want everybody uniform. I said, okay. They get the ball gotta go straight up the side. The ball do not go. Whoever get the ball is not going in the middle.
They go straight
up the side line. That's what they want.
That's crazy basketball to me.
Because they want the middle wide open.
Right.
They want the
Like you
middle
said, you drive down the middle to pass it to somebody who's at a three
Yeah,
right.
when you can shoot the ball
right
for a
there, you
layup.
right there in front of the
2
rim.
inches away.
And they keep throwing it out. And I'm like,
If you got the shot, yep.
that's a little
And
floater.
then you miss the shot.
Most point guards need to learn how to shoot a float.
The
I don't
floater.
do it anyway.
Yeah.
You gotta learn.
What you call made a career out of that. Mark
Yes.
Jackson made a career out of
I
that,
be
man.
teaching, I be trying to show
That
something.
floater?
He look at me cross-eyed like, you know.
That ain't a 3-point
Yeah,
shot.
what,
You
what,
want me
what,
to
you,
shoot?
what you talk about, Coach? I was like, Jesus.
Oh God.
I know I go on the social media sometimes, and they got this thing where it says old people think this is real basketball, and they show that the guys doing exactly what we used to do back
Right.
in the day, and then they show how they do it now,
Right.
and it's like we didn't play real basketball. Real basketball is being played right now.
Right now.
Oh, they saying we didn't play real
Right.
basketball?
They said old people think this is the way you should do it. The guy hits a layup, whereas they show the next guy hitting a 3-pointer. So it's like you should have went to the hole and kicked it out and shot the 3, not shot the layup.
As if
Wow.
the 3 is 100%.
Right. And it's a low percentage.
Right,
I
it's a
don't
low
understand
percentage shot.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
But it
But
is, they
that's
saw
what they.
you can't go through down the hole.
They don't want to get, well, that's
They don't
part
want
of
that
it.
elbow
too.
Used
to
to
the
play, used to
ribs,
play
right?
no blood, no
Right.
They
foul.
don't want that elbow to the ribs, right,
No
China?
blood, no foul.
And the guy made a good point. He says, go to the park and play ball is because you'll learn how to get contact. And
For
stuff
sure.
like that.
Right,
You're gonna get
definitely.
hit.
For
Ain't-
sure.
Ain't no ref bailing you out.
No.
You're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
No, yes.
Elbow.
That's why I learned the
Yeah.
game.
Get hit.
Going-
The neighborhood park, your neighborhood, and the park in your
Yes.
neighborhood. And you know how that goes. If you lose the first game, you ain't
Yeah,
guaranteed
you ain't
to get back on that court no more.
Yep.
You're gonna be looking
Yeah.
at the court over there. You're gonna be looking
But
at that
the
court.
I mean, I don't know because maybe it's just the court that I take my grandson to over there by Palmanart.
Right.
That's a project building.
Yeah.
You would think that park would be
Full,
full with
right.
kids.
No, but they don't do
You
it.
got
They don't
10
do it like
kids,
that no more.
and they know they're not getting off the court, and they don't play the game correctly at all. It's like nobody's ever taught them that you can't, if you hold the ball and the next guy just touches it, you could dribble again. I see that all the time. I'm like, how is that not a walk? But
Right.
they don't know that.
Mm.
And it's funny because it's like you were saying, there was these little Chinese kids that came to the park one day, and they knew all the rules.
Right.
So when they was calling walks, and they was like, no, and all they did was got frustrated, and they left and went to another
to
park where
another-
kids know how to play
Play.
right.
Wow.
We stayed on the court
You
the
know,
whole
all
day.
day.
the
Yeah.
whole
Some
day.
courts be full. Other courts is just straight empty. All the
Well,
time.
you know the main court.
Right, you know the
You
main-
always
Right, you
went
know
to the main court
Right.
to play to get
There's a-
good
there's a-
run.
I don't know if you ever noticed that court coming down the highway to come here. It's to the right. There's always nobody in there.
Oh,
Really?
it was right off the
Southern.
when
What is that?
When you're coming around the curve over there.
Yeah, it's a court. There's always
That's
that-
Rosedale.
Rosedale.
That's Rosedale.
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 That park was always empty.
Nobody's over there.
Nobody's over
always
there.
empty.
The park was always empty.
Wow.
Nobody go over there.
But it's a shame though.
That's not just
but
that
across
park.
the
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
Most of the parks are like that.
Now the one on the
Them
other
kids-
side,
Them kids is too busy
by,
doing this.
Right.
is it Linden or by
They could beat you at
not
2K20.
There's one on the other
They
side.
can't put it in the court.
They
It's
can't
true.
That's a shame they didn't use the courts like how. That's all we had, bro.
Right.
Coming
We
up,
had
man.
2K.
We ain't had no
By Hempstead.
video.
NBO Pops used to take us out 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Where
Get a bowl. Yeah, no, right there in the projects.
Oh, right there in the
Right there
basketball
with
we
the
had.
three-
Right, the 3 courts.
Get you a bowl of cereal.
Right.
Right. That's right.
Go outside.
Go and
Now
play.
we go outside.
That's
We
right.
be out there all
You didn't have
day
no video
long.
games.
Yeah, that's right.
Because if you had video games, you wouldn't have been out there. You'd have been doing this. What? What?
Yeah. The
No,
only
I'm
thing
not
that hurt
hungry.
is your thumb. Is
Right.
your-
I'm not hungry. And
Yeah, it was different.
but check this out.
Being a racist.
I was watching my grandson play. Jason Tatum was on the game. The real Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
He was playing, and they knew it was him because of his code that he played. Everybody know his code. And it was funny because he was playing on the court. As soon as he left to go to another court, the whole court moved over to where he was at.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was following him
Right.
because they knew it was a pro.
Mm.
I'm like, wow. Even the pros is doing
In the
it.
video
but
game.
they pros.
Yeah.
So
Right,
it's a little
exactly.
different. But still, all them cats, the young NBA guys, when they go home, they're not practicing.
They in the locker room playing.
Play
In the
2K.
locker room playing, yeah.
But they already did the hard
I'm
work.
guilty.
Yeah, they did the hard work.
Hard work
I'm
was
guilty
done.
of
You
it.
would
I'm
think they did the hard work
I don't
because
even-
you got cats
26-year-old
like Kobe.
I
who wouldn't be
I haven't
playing
played.
like
I haven't
that.
played in so
Jordan,
long.
I'm sure LeBron don't play that game.
Right.
There's
Oh.
cats that don't play that game because they still staying late to practice.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
other
Right.
guys
Right.
are not doing it because they did the hard work. Yeah, okay.
Right.
You did the hard. Now you just work your thumbs.
But
That's
that,
going to improve
that
your.
AI, that AI in
That's
the
going to
game.
Yeah.
improve your
Yeah.
3-point shot.
But
Well,
that,
when you
that
play-
AI in the
Man, I
games
can
is
hit
incredible.
that every
though.
I
day
can
on
imagine.
2K.
This is
Why can't I
crazy.
hit it on the court?
It's incredible.
You know what I'm saying? These
Well,
guys think they can
That's
do it on
that's that practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
I hit it all day over one Bayama.
Right.
Now I can't hit it. I'm on the court by myself and I miss it. Where's my 2K controller?
Yo, we coming down to the witcher now. Like we're gonna wrap it up right about now. And we're gonna take it around. Everybody say your goodbye so we can get up out of here. Greg, you start it off.
Great show. Thanks for everyone for listening. Everybody have a blessed week.
Todd, the magnificent one.
Dave, watch your back while you're driving, because I'm right behind you.
Whoa.
Camera on me.
The GM. Go ahead, GM.
Once again, I ain't Dave.
And
Yo.
What does that mean?
Stupid.
he's coming at me. That's what that means.
Greg,
He's
how
coming
you
at
don't know
me.
what it means?
He's
we got
coming
a
at me.
rivalry in here every week. You know what it means.
I don't know what to say behind it.
I'm coming with boxing gloves next week. Watch. I'm sick of y'all, man.
I wait for the match to finally get off.
I'm coming with boxing gloves next week, y'all.
Ring in the parking lot.
My wife said, "Yo, who's bothering you now? You always fight."
Who?
I said, "Every time I come to work, I come here, somebody will fight me."
It ain't but two people.
We just
Once-
walk up the grill
listen,
and get
listen,
it on,
listen.
man.
Once a few more weeks or months go by, your wife gonna say, "It ain't them."
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
Oh,
You
really?
the common
Oh,
denominator.
You-
It ain't them.
Oh, really?
I'm starting to
You-
suspect it's you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. She hear you, you know.
Yo.
She hear you.
Yo.
Yeah, D, say something, bro.
Yeah, say something, D.
Oh, you didn't say nothing.
I can't say nothing. These guys got me.
You say nothing.
I'm waiting for Sharon to come with Todd next week and punch him in the face. Not Mungo, Todd. Everybody gets Todd.
Oh, man. Go ahead, D.
All right,
Yo,
y'all.
Todd, you can't win.
Thanks for having me. I'm taking Dave's spot for what, half hour? Is that 15
Yeah.
minutes?
Happy birthday again, my brother.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you,
Happy
thank you. I
birthday.
appreciate
Yes, sir.
It's all
Yes,
good.
sir.
It's all
Yes,
good.
sir.
It's all honey dip.
Yes, sir.
Chocolate raisinette.
Chocolate
Yeah.
raisinette.
Chocolate raisinette.
The chocolate drop. You know?
Yeah, Tiny.
Good,
what you got?
Tiny, Tiny.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
I just want to go on the record. Yo, Todd, I don't want no problem. We good.
My man, we good.
man.
We good. Yes, sir.
Yo,
My man.
once again, I want to thank everybody. Come on down. I hope everybody had a good show. We enjoyed your company. bring it back some more for us. Take it away, bro.
My wife says she coming for you, boy. She keep messing with me. Where's that beat you had last week? You don't got it? You said? Yeah, you just
Oh, no,
think
I
on
didn't
the
go to
dinner.
dinner, right.
Remember that beat you was playing? You know?